Is this about to do the drop? I think it is. Yep, I do it. Why did I not just have like a casual song?
It's like the whole cutscene. Jeez.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. Story of the Stolen Star.
This'll do.
All right.
I said for like the third time.
Okay,
This will do until it doesn't do.
This turns into Doom music at the 20-second mark. Careful.
Oh boy.
This will do until it doesn't.
Alright, so. Welcome back everyone to Parchments and Perils. It's been a while. I'm not going to say why. Because honestly, it's a lot of reasons. But, last time, for those of you who don't remember, and for those of you who do but feel like listening anyway, we continued the second phase of the boss fight of the Hag Sisters, now in angry crystal crocodile form due to some interference. But the heroes, with the help of a giant tree and some tanking, did manage to defeat it. And one of them got quite a strange vision whenever they touched the star shard embedded in the statue with dark shards on it. They managed to limp their way back to town just barely before they all passed out from their accumulated wounds and various inflictions they got, considering what the hag specialized in. And with that, the page turned back to our other group of heroes. Those who have found themselves in a very much more claustrophobic area. But after some lighthearted cat chasing, in which they learn that you really cannot hurt them, they were told that they had finally broken through to the surface, so they could finally see where they are. At least more than that glimpse they got along the ways back. And with that, Beauregard, Kel, and Goombro got a bit better view.
What'd you call me?
Remind me what it
He
is.
said Haley?
No, he said Beauregard.
Are you not Beauregard? Oh, Bulwark, right?
Bulwark.
I think I will forever get your name wrong on the first try.
Seriously?
Sorry.
Has it always been Beauregard you've defaulted to?
I've
never heard him say that before.
Did he call you anything other than Bulwark?
I don't think so. Not that I noticed.
I don't know then.
Well, he could have done worse.
Yeah, could have called you Haley.
Could have gone for one of the many Boo names that doesn't start with Boo but ends with it.
Game Boo Advance.
SP.
Alright, Max, the tense music, if you please.
Alright, this should work.
Jay.
This should work.
Ooh, that's perfect.
This is where you go when you die.
Last we left off, you guys emerged onto what I'm calling, what am I calling this?
I don't know.
Dark Shard Island. And tried to get your bearings. The results, at least on first glance, not great. So, anything you'd like to do before stuff gets rolling?
Figure out where we are on this map.
Get the blue dot.
Alright,
Yes,
problem
thank
solved.
Alright, we're done. Also, Endor, there's something on your name at the bottom.
Yeah, mic muted.
Why? That has never been there before.
It's fine.
I don't know how this happened.
Alright, There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Turns out it was Tilda.
Also, I see your rolls, and for one of them, Rhino, nice.
Thank you. Thank
All right.
So when we look out to the sea, it's all like stormy, right? In an unnatural way, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Stormy, foggy, there's a whirlpool all around us. It's not pulling us in for some reason.
Well, that's because we're not in the water yet.
I mean, that implies it's not a floating island, at least.
I would think most islands aren't.
Yeah, islands generally don't float.
Most islands aren't. Some are. Alright, so should we be heading in now?
You mean back underground?
Yes.
You don't want to look around.
Unless we want to
first?
go... Unless we want to go check out that thing over there. Right away.
At the very least, can we get through the crystals safely if we want to come back here?
Does seem a bit of problem. Yeah.
Alright, what's the holdup? You hear Captain Harty coming up from behind you. Thought you three would be in a better mood.
Frankly, I'm feeling confused at where the heck we are.
Yeah, this isn't much better.
Well, ain't that the question. But I think the three of you need to look on the bright side. We ain't underground for once.
Ain't exactly in the sunlight, though.
True. It did look like we ended up in some dark area. But still more than what we had before. At least we got fresh air, even if it is a bit damp.
And smells like the cave air.
At least you got a breeze. I'll take it anyway. At least we can get some more things done out here instead of constantly tunneling. Then again, tunneling might be in my end of what we need to do.
I mean,
So I assume you all ain't idiots and have noticed the giant ominous castle over there, or tower, or whatever it is.
I've never seen that before in my life.
Yeah, immediate thought was, really? I thought it was a tree.
Yeah, it's news to me too. And you think something like that would have gained a lot of attention.
Well, considering all the stuff around the island and the water, most likely people haven't been able to come here.
Yeah, I don't think we're sailing out of here.
Something off about these crystals. Goombro's gonna walk closer to him.
I mean, crystals have been a bad side since this whole thing started, so I'm not surprised.
Are these crystals, or are they more like rock spires?
Which ones are you referring to? Because the map is admittedly not to scale. You are smaller on here than you think. Oh, that's... You are not close to there.
Goombro is approaching, she said.
I know, that's fair. I'm letting you know it's a walk. Like, that is what I would most likely be called off in the distance.
Well,
I mean,
then
you wanna
instead
go
of
for
walking
it.
like all the way, he's going to take a few like indicative steps and see if the others want to walk that way.
You know, call me crazy.
You're crazy.
Okay, wait till I'm done. No, it's enough sass out of you, recruit. But it might just be the soldier in me. That reminds me a whole lot of fortifications.
What, you think someone built this? Or something?
Maybe. Whether incidentally or not. Sure works about as well as a good old log wall. Except a mite bigger. With those few steps you took, Goombro, give me a perception check.
I would also
With
like.
my feet.
I would also like to probably go in that direction and investigate them close up.
If you're gonna want to go up to him, you're gonna be walking for like an hour at least.
Jesus.
That's like I said, it is not to scale.
I mean, we're not gonna get anything done by just standing here. We should probably like take a look.
That's fair. Well, that's where you want to focus on. It's a good place as any. Need to get a good lay of the land so we can know what we had to work with. Whether there's any resources here aside from these, taps rock, or these, points to crystals.
Yeah, I don't see any trees or much of anything that seems, well, normal.
Yeah.
Bet the land ain't farmable with all these crystals around.
Yeah, don't expect we're gonna have that. But if you twist your thinking a bit, depending on where you want to go, we may still find useful things. After all, just because ships can't go out from here doesn't mean some haven't tried to get in.
I get the feeling that.
I can't see anything but rocks, unless you find a use for all these rocks. Not gonna get anything useful anytime soon.
That's why you're scouting.
This doesn't seem like the sort of thing that would just exist normally. Like,
You're saying there's something unnatural in this? Like in a magic way?
I think whatever this is, we've been dealing with crystals for, well, pretty much ever since the floor opened up back at the festival. I wonder if this was made or formed or took over an island around the same time. It's like, I can't imagine that a place like this would just naturally exist and nobody would know anything about it.
Then again, it's probably far out of sight.
I know, but look around. There's no trees, there's no, like, sources of food or anything, but at the same time, there's no, at least from what I can see, there's no shipwrecks or anything like that. You would think if there was a place like this, at some point or another, someone would have sailed into a storm and ended up here.
On that note, actually, Bulwark, why don't you give me a perception check too, and Goober will get to yours once Max has finished his thought.
Okay. Wait.
Nat 20!
Very nice. Alright.
That's only
Next, you're
one-
gonna
it's
call
only-
me Carbon.
It's only 1/3 of nice.
Alright. Do you want to continue your thought, or shall I let you know what you see?
Go ahead and let me know so I don't say anything wrong.
Alright, real quick, Goombro, because I meant to say yours first. As you're looking towards these rings, fortifications, small mountains, you could use a number of words to describe them. But from where you can tell, at least from how far you moved to how much they moved in the distance, those are not small. That's not your house height, even double house height. Those are essentially small, very pointy cliffs at this rate. It's not going to be easy getting through whatever all that is. The bulwark.
Clarifying question, does it look like the ground's about level on both sides of them, or does it look like they're like part of a raise in the terrain?
you can't really see past it.
Okay.
Bulwark, as you mentioned shipwrecks, you kind of levitate around in a slow circle, just like kind of almost as a gesture as you're looking around. But as you say that, one bit of fog rolls with the wind, and you do see a strange shape off in the distance, about here-ish. And you swear it looks like a mast.
Oh, sweet. Just like usual, I say something and the world proves me wrong. Let's go over there.
I'm poor, the world dumps a gold bar on your head.
Now I am rich and concussed.
Oh, you see something?
Yeah, looks like there might be a mast. Maybe there is a shipwreck here. Which means, well, many potential things, including absolutely fuck all. But might as well take a look.
Maybe there's people, or worst case scenario, maybe you can salvage something from it.
Yeah?
Could be supplies guarded by zombies.
Hell,
Well, as long as you put the word crystal in front of zombies, then yeah, probably.
worst case scenario,
I mean-
we could drag the mast over to the cliffs and use it to start climbing up.
Now you're thinking.
What, I've never done that
With-
before?
I mean, you were despairing before, but... Still,
Was
glad
he?
you got some... you
What's up?
certainly were making progress.
What's up, Cal?
About what?
You were trying to say something.
I don't know what.
No, like, when Harty said you were despairing, Kel was like, was he?
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
okay. I thought Dan had, like, tried 3 times to say something and kept getting cut off, and I was feeling bad.
No,
I certainly
it
hope
was,
not.
No, it was just like you are despairing. Was he? Because with his tone, I never know.
That's also fair.
I mean, I'm a boo. I've been dead for a while. Despair is kind of just like breakfast. to me.
Emotionless.
You know what else is great for hiding your sarcasm? A pirate accent.
Anyway,
I
Mask.
really hope that was in character.
Yar.
It's why it took so long for him to finally throw me off the boat, matey.
Okay. Pirate accent or not, we should go check out that nest.
Alright. I'll stand here guard the entrance in case any crystalies come by. We know what your boys find.
Yeah, don't want them to conquer our hole in the ground.
Hey, it's our hole. It's a place clear of them, so it's worth guarding.
If they try conquering the hole, I'll try conking them in the head.
Hey, he gets it.
I guess we're going now.
Man, I wish gameplay mechanics allowed me to just fly like boos do, and then I could just leave this island.
You can only fly so far before it starts to become brighter. And at that point, you don't want to go higher.
I mean, I wouldn't need to fly up, just over the water.
So we go that way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want. You
And
can technically head towards the ring too if you still want to do that, but either way.
And let's
Well,
check
let's
it.
do the thing from the Nat 20 first.
Let's do the mast first, because that seems like we might actually get
It
something
seems-
out of it, whereas going to the wall is just like, yep, that's a wall.
Not only that, but it's easier to get to the mast and figure out what that is, rather than get to the wall and be like, what is beyond you?
Tell me your secrets. No. Well, damn it.
One of us walls only tells truths, the other only tells lies. You may ask us 3 questions. Where's the other wall?
He's on the other side, obviously.
No, you don't even have to ask a question, because the one who said the rules is the one who's telling the truth.
Unless
But
the
then
one
the
who
other
said the
guy who
rules
says-
is the one. Unless the one who said the rules is the one who's lying, and he's lying about what the rules are.
Then that
Or
means there
just
are no
the wall
rules.
that's fucking with you.
Or better yet, we kill one of the walls. Is the other wall dead? No, this wall's the liar.
Okay, as long as this doesn't devolve into the insanity that is the three gods puzzle, I think I can handle it.
I never heard of that one, but I'm going to refrain from asking.
I remember seeing just this one post that was just like, I like big butts and I cannot lie. My brother likes big butts and cannot tell the truth. If he asks us 3 questions.
Okay. I'm going to transfer maps now.
Please, thank you.
Alright. So you guys walk for quite a bit. Much like the wall, it seems like you kind of had to travel for the better part of an hour, maybe a bit more. Time is a bit harder to tell. You thought it would be easier once you got out of a cave and actually had some semblance of sunlight or something to work with, but overcast does not give you a lot.
And the floor does not feel like the floor we're used to anymore.
Correct.
You
It
guys
pretty
touch the
much
floor?
Yeah, it pretty much goes between smooth stone, crumbly gravel, and sounds more like glass than it should sand.
Wow, the new Minecraft update is introducing a lot of cool blocks.
And it's almost eerie as you travel, because most of what you hear, just wind, waves, and your own footsteps. It strikes you just how quiet things are up here. Although, compared to the caves, where you have no wind, no waves, but a lot more people, some may consider it just different. But eventually you spot something coming up. And you think Bulwark may have been right on the money there. Let me get your tokens here on this one since we're zoomed in a bit.
Gee, wow, this is a big map.
Yep.
This is quite the shipwreck.
As ahead of you lies quite the grand shipwreck. Goombro, looking at this, that's no personal ship. That is either a trading vessel or something a little more nefarious.
Could have been pirate ships. Seems they might have gotten caught by a high tide hiding in the rocks.
Something else you know, Goombro? Ship of this size should not have made it anywhere this close to shore.
Unless they're trying to dock or something, I don't know why the hell they'd get this close to the... Wait, I can't say hell, this is Paper Mario. Whoops.
I said fuck earlier, you're fine.
Well, some of us are more committed to it than others, I guess.
I'm dead, I don't give a shit.
Listen, I may view Bowser as my patron of all, but we both have standards.
Also, I put in the vid discussion on the fan server and the stream chat on this server what the three gods problem is.
Noted. I will look at it later. You now have a new sound coming up upon this wreck as the sound of creaking wood enters the cacophony of the choir. Small flotsam goes in and out with the waves, none too gently for most of them. But the ship itself is mostly staying where it is, probably because of the fact that it's snapped in half, impaled on rocks, and half drowned in water.
That would keep it from moving, yes.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna be moving anytime soon.
Come on, unless we do something really, really stupid.
Yeah, Haley's not here though, so...
Neither is Mia. She would take this as a personal challenge.
Meanwhile, the DM in the sky, damn it, do something stupid.
You know what? I feel like investigating and seeing if there's any supplies here, and then having my back turned to any possible dangers. What about you guys?
Honestly, I would try to get on the wreckage of the ship to see if there's anything on board that hasn't fallen off yet.
I'll look around the beach, the stuff that already fell off, and see if there's anything there, and then I'll come join you.
Alright, my very not stupid idea is get on the dock of the ship, and then just throw our weight to side as hard as possible.
Alright. What do you actually do, Ed
So,
North?
I weigh 4 pounds, so...
Uh,
and that's probably just my hat.
I guess Goombro will look for a way to get into the decks.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. I know you kind of warped your way up there, Kel, but how would you go about getting onto the ship? There's a couple ways.
My initial idea would be to climb it. Like, I'm pretty sure with everything happening, there will be some places he can get a hold of and just climb up.
Alright.
I'm gonna move myself off the ship to make sure.
Are you thinking of approaching from one of the holes that water is going into? Or are you thinking of approaching from above, from the rocks?
Whichever one is closer, I would try and climb it without moving too far away from a direct line. Like, I see the rocks over here, but I'm gonna try and approach from this way.
Alright. In that case, you see that there's no hole facing you. Just from the stuff floating in the water, though, you can tell there's one further out, but you may have to do a little bit of swimming to go out to it. And while you ponder that, Bulwark, you are investigating the beach.
Yeah, I'm investigating the things that either washed up on or fell onto the beach.
Alright, so you're kind of walking along it, prodding into things.
Yeah, sorry, I was turning my heater on.
Alright. What's your passive perception?
I believe it's 13. Yes.
That'll do. As you get down here, under what appears to be the secondary mast that had collapsed, you see a bit of movement under the sail, and it strikes you as odd because the wave had already pulled out and it's still moving, although not much.
I've also made the decision I'm going to be swimming, so I may have missed this.
I think as Bulwark kind of clocks it, yeah, you have, if you feel like it, you can turn around and kind of see what's going on. Because by the time they noticed it is when you were like, alright, I have made my decision.
Okay, I've made my decision. What the hell? Or heck, what the underwear?
That's a real thing for the record! That's literally the name of hell in the Paper Mario world.
I know. This is where you go when your game is over.
To be fair, it's closer to the Greek Hades than the Christian Hell.
I know.
Yeah, but still.
Speaking of Hades, I finally played that. It's a fun game.
Good old. I love the river twigs. Such a good part.
So, Bulwark, what do you do?
Is there anything supplies related?
Did you not hear the whole thing I went over?
I'll be honest, I think I blanked.
Okay.
Yeah, because you missed the part where he was talking about the sail moving even though the water had moved away.
Yeah, down here at the secondary mast that had fallen off the ship, you notice some slight movement under one of the sails, which is odd because it moved after the waves had already pulled back.
Oh, okay. Guys, I think there's something here.
Oh?
Yeah. Under this sail.
As you speak, the movement stops.
We already saw you moving. You might as well keep moving.
Well, we know it can hear us. I think it knows language, so,
I'm gonna...
The movement doesn't start again immediately.
I'm gonna
well,
grab the sail.
where
and,
is the movement?
It's about over here under the tattered sail.
Alright then. Well, allow me to see if something is there by pulling out my trident and giving it a sharp poke.
Maybe lift the sail instead?
You
What do
really
you do?
think something friendly is here?
well, it seems to know words, so...
And whatever it is, if it is friendly, it won't be after you stab it.
I learned that one the hard way.
How about this? You be ready to stab, and I'll lift the sail.
Friend or foe? 1 if yes, 2 if no.
It does not move.
I lift the sail.
Underneath is both a familiar but not sight. As you see, DM realizes he was on the wrong layer.
A classic blunder.
With a sad cry, you see a kibble. This one, however, is different from the ones you've seen so far, as its skin has a very scale-like texture and it has fins on the side of its head. Well, body, head, whatever it accounts for these.
It's Kirby shaped. It has neither a body nor a head, but also both a body and a head.
It almost seems to be deflated in a way, and you can see a trail behind it from the sand as it had been moving. It lets out a soft. It lets it out a soft like as it sees you.
Seems to be a water-type kibble.
Yeah, it looks a lot like a fish. Do we put it in the ocean then?
I think if it wanted to be in the ocean, it would go to the ocean.
Well, I'm pretty sure a whale would want to be in the ocean, but once it's beached, it doesn't have a choice.
Whales can't move after they're on the ground. Kibbles can.
Exactly.
Well, one of you pick it up and see which way it wants to go.
Alright, weapons away. Gonna try and pick it up.
Alright, you go to pick up the kibble and it wiggles, but after you simply pick it up and you don't try to do anything else, it seems to relax a little more, almost flopping in your grip. You notice its tail definitely has more fin-like aspects to it as well. After a moment of letting you hold it, where it almost seems to be catching its breath, it starts to tug and seems to be pulling roughly this direction. But obviously you're still holding it. The pulls are not near as strong as the other kibbles you've been working with, the ones you had to chase around an entire room.
Just a quick reminder for players' sake. What is it the kibbles do again? They eat things and then create more of them or something?
So far as you've seen, the kibbles are oddities. You've never seen them before, and in fact, no one in your group has. You found them here. One of them was initially discovered by Perty, and it actually led you to a second one, who then both led you to one of the cracks in the walls of the caves that lets you see a little bit more of the island you were on before you could fully access the surface. They seem to be trying to two you had seen before had been trying to go a certain direction, but being in caves, they weren't having too much luck.
Okay, so
There was something about them eating things as well.
Yes, also, they seem to eat items, whether they aim for certain ones or don't, you're not sure, but once they eat them, they then seem to convert them to something relating to the type of kibble they are.
Ah, okay.
I said last session, All of our hats have to get eaten at one point.
Alright, well, if the kibble was pulling me this way, I'm gonna follow its gentle pulls.
Alright.
You might need food.
It seems to be... Its pull isn't consistent. It's like jerks at this point. Very weak, but it seems to be aiming as you sort of triangulate where it's pulling you. You kind of hold it a couple different directions, see how it changes. It almost seems to be aiming at the tower.
Oh, we can't go that way yet.
As you say that, it goes and tries to pull out of your hands. It does
Well,
not
it's
succeed.
not for lack of trying, little one. It's just there's a lot between us and it. Mostly walls.
Not sure how much it understands, but after a little bit of trying to escape your grip, it just flops once more into your hands, seeming to try and catch its breath. Roll me, Kel, roll me either, you can choose Perception, Investigation, or Medicine.
Perception, investigation, medicine. I think I'll go with medicine. Because you gave me all the skills I have no proficiencies in.
Yeah. I debated putting animal handling in there, but I thought the odds of that were low.
Well, animal handling is also wisdom, and you gave me 3 of them that were wisdom. Or
Well,
2 of them. The last one was intelligence. But still, 18 plus 1 for 19.
Alright, you kind of rotate the kibble a little bit in your hands. Now, you don't know much about these things' physiology, but as a general sense sort of thing, it is not in good shape. You note that around the base of the tail has a strange bruise that seems almost like a circle around, almost like a ring. And it has any number of scratches along its scales. And a couple punctures as well.
Oh, goodness.
So you imagine with your roll here, probably the reason it was struggling to get out from under a simple sail and is unable to get out of your hands is this thing... Yeah, no, it ain't going anywhere right now, even how much it wants to.
Things hurt.
Yeah, y'all wouldn't happen to have any food on you, would you?
I got a bag of apples and a mushroom.
I can use some healing magic on it.
I was thinking
You'll
more
put
food
away
than
mushroom.
magic for right now.
Why not do both?
I mean, fair.
I'm gonna cast a Cure Wounds on the kibble.
Alright.
10 healing.
That's some good healing. How does Bulwark...
Hang on. It's actually 13 because of Disciple of Life.
Nice. How does Bulwark heal, by the way?
Ironically, that's how.
Sarcastic.
I use my life energy to give it life energy. Wait, I don't have life energy.
I think it'd be kind of pretty basic. Just like kind of lay a hand on it and like let some magical energy work on closing up wounds and things of the sort.
Alright. As Kel holds it, and you heal it, you do see the flesh and scale of the creature start to mend itself. Things pop back into place, new things grow underneath old, and the old flakes off. It's definitely regained more of a healthy color after you're done healing it. The ears perk back up, and it actually spins around and kills Grip. Almost slippery. It looks between all of you.
Yeah, Mew to you too.
It actually, Kel, give me an athletics check. All right.
15.
It tries to jump that bulwark. It's a lot better of a try than it has been getting, but you do manage to hold on to it, which means it turns around and licks you in the face. It is not smooth. That is a tongue meant for eating fish, so it's meant to flay things.
Yeah, as someone who's been licked by a cat, that's all cats.
That's true.
It is genuinely like sandpaper. It's like wet sandpaper.
Yeah, except it's not like sandpaper in terms of why it feels that way. It's actually barbs instead of just roughness.
It's funny how much of cats are barbed.
It's almost like their whole goal in life is to kill things.
And that's why we love them.
Yeah, murder.
Yeah, the kibble is definitely looking better at this point.
So do you want an apple, little one?
It meows at you.
Was that an affirmative or denial meow?
It is a
Well,
I am
we
a cat
find out.
meow.
Hold the apple up to it and see what happens, I guess.
That's it. That's what Goombro meant when he said one way find out.
Alright. It sniffs at the apple before just eats the whole thing in one go.
You're gonna eat this whole bag, aren't you? Goombro asks as he just starts feeding more apples.
You don't have to give it all of the apples.
Okay. Stick to 2 then.
I was about to say it has grabbed a second one.
Wait. Kibbles, like, turn whatever they eat into something, like, matching them. Are we about to get fish apples?
I was thinking more if it's not edible in the first place, that's when it ejects the item into a magic item.
Well, we're about to get fish apple cores, then.
Unless they can eat apple cores.
It has not spit anything out.
Apple seeds contain cyanide.
What's cyanide?
It kills people.
What are people?
I mean, I can also kill people with poison. Goombas still get eaten sometimes.
Yeah, but you don't have the poison, like, inside you.
Well, I don't exactly store it in a bag now, do I?
Nell idly pets the kibble and looks at the ship again. Right, we had a job to do, in a sense.
It does little bubbly purrs.
Alright. Let's get back to looking around. Kel, you're on cat sitting duty.
Alright, want to follow me, little kibble, as we go back into the water? Alright. So,
I guess I'm gonna go back to try and climb in.
The kibble
Alright,
hops around a bit. It hops towards the tower just a little bit, but seeing as you guys aren't following it, it hops back towards you and seems to almost be hopping along the beach to try and keep an eye on as many of you as it can. Alright, so
Well, for
Goomba, what
now-
are you doing?
Oh.
Okay, we'll get to you in a second. Just
No,
because we
I
didn't quite get to
get it, I get it.
Goombro's plan is to climb up this ladder over here. And then climb down onto the ship.
Alright, so we got one going from above, one going from below.
I'm still checking the beach until, like, I'm sure there's nothing else here.
And that's fine.
How
Let
far,
me double check some notes here.
I think that's what's in the notes, is how far a drop this would be.
Would this be investigation or perception? Investigation is typically examining something particular in detail, whereas perception is trying to notice or find things, I believe.
Sounds about right.
Alright, so, Bulwark, you give me perception. Goombro, are you just trying to just go at it from above?
Well, yeah, step 1's getting onto it. His plan is to, like, get in and then look through the decks.
Alright, you think you can make a couple hops downward. It's a little slippery, but you think you can do it.
15 perception.
Alright. Do you think you'll go in the same section of the ship as Kel, or do you think you go into the other side?
Kel's on the one that's south on the map, and I'm playing Goombro going for the north half.
Alright. Kel, you going for a swim?
Going for a swim.
Alright. Give me an athletics check just to make sure that you can kind of keep yourself steady and try not to get hit by anything that's coming out.
Alright, this is probably going to be a very bad idea. Knowing that I'm swimming in chainmail, does that impose disadvantage?
I'm going to say no in this particular case, because while it does weigh you down, it also means that stuff hitting you doesn't hurt as bad.
Also,
So it roughly equals out.
Also, well, no, I guess it doesn't matter. Never mind. I was going to say something.
Dirty 20. But I'm still willing to hear you, Max.
No, I was about to say, like, and also it's chainmail, so the water goes through the chains. Then I realized that doesn't matter.
Yeah, because it's the weight thing.
Yeah, 55 pounds.
I mean, it does mean it'll dry off faster than, like, you had a bunch of water stuck in a plate mail.
Alright, so Goombro, if you want to make your way down to your half, assuming you still want to go into that half, that would be an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice.
Easy game.
You'll have to see, Solar. Alright, so Bulwark, looking around, most of what you imagine were the goods the ship has are pretty much ruined by just weather, water, and being in a shipwreck. You do find, actually, two notable things, aside from just piles of wood in various lengths that, if you're creative enough, you might be able to do something with that, but that's on you. You find, in one crate, 500 feet of rope, still in good condition.
I feel like a character from the Poke D&D campaign was here.
Aiden has multiple ropes, not one big rope.
I mean, didn't it start out as one big rope until he found it more useful in pieces?
No, he kept buying more.
Alright, I'm gonna gather up, like, all the rope into a big coil.
And secondly, hidden inside the coils of said rope, probably because someone hid it there, one intact bottle of rum.
I'm just gonna pocket that.
Spirit with spirit.
Haha.
And are you 500 feet of rope?
500 feet of rope.
Alright, hang on a second here, because, like, how much is... Because,
We get 50 feet of rope in a normal explorer's pack.
Yeah, and that's 10 pounds.
Yep, it's a lot of rope.
This is 100 pounds of rope.
Yes, it is.
Damn,
Turns out, ship has many needs for rope.
Fortunately, I can carry that because my strength is decent.
Imagine
Big
having a
buff
good
blue
strength. Laughs and monk.
Alright, you would not believe how tempted I am to feed this rope to the cat and see what happens, but...
It does seem to be playing with one end of the rope that's a little bit frayed, but it doesn't seem to be trying to eat it.
Yeah.
I kind of dangled it around to, like, let it swat at it.
It's funny because it has no paws.
Is it trying to hit it with is it just trying to tackle it?
Pretty much. It's like it jumps on it and then rolls because it's a sphere. So it's like it tries to bite it, it tries to smack it with its tail, it tries to hit it with its head. It's all in all very adorable.
Alright, I'm gonna... Okay, so this is all I find?
Yes, as of right now, aside from miscellaneous ship things, these are the most intact things you find. What was that?
That was my headphones squeaking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember how they broke like months and months ago?
Honestly, like half the people I talk online with end up breaking headphones at one point or another, so it kind of blends together.
Fair.
It's almost like headphones are made specifically to break off, so you have to get more of them.
I mean, these are the same headphones I got when we first started hanging out, Max.
God, that was a long time ago.
Yes, it was.
Anyway, the sheep.
Yep. So, let's start with Kel.
I was so confused for a second because he said sheep, and I was like, wait, did I miss Rhino describing sheep?
Yes, there is now the fluffiest of kibbles. It is a sheep type.
Oh my god.
Okay, but now we expect that to actually happen at some point.
It was
What have we
being
done?
imported when the ship was attacked by the Fire Nation.
But then everything changed.
Writing a note here. Sheep kibble? Question mark.
But then everything changed when the Fire Nyashin attacked.
Haha.
Yashin.
We're not playing Cat
That's a
Quest
joke
yet.
that works a lot better in writing.
Or Cat Quest.
Iron Yashin.
Alright, so Kel, you lift your head, and presumably the rest of you, out of the water as best you can. As you definitely notice a different ambiance once you enter this part of the ship. It's half flooded and things are at a strange angle. But it is quieter in here, and the wind doesn't bite quite so much. You seem to be in what you assume to be a lower deck.
Alright, so we can just start searching around for supplies here, even though most of it is broken.
On this deck, because of the angle it's at, most of the stuff has been, through gravity and other means, just slammed onto one end and is now all in a pile.
Which means a lot of useless stuff on this part of the deck.
Yeah. It's almost like a shipwreck fucks stuff up. But you can still get some useful things. Do you go look through the pile?
Yeah, let's look through the pile. What?
Alright.
It is perception?
Either one. I'll take perception or investigation.
Alright.
Yeah.
Normal perception of 11.
Alright. You start looking, and you're a little confused at first, because you thought the lowest parts of the ship were used for storage and things, but you're finding a lot of cookware and, like, moldy food.
Cookware and moldy food.
Mm-hmm. As you keep looking, you actually end up wandering around the room a little bit. You surmise that you are in the ship's galley. For those who don't know, unless I'm getting this completely wrong, that is the cooking area / eating area.
I thought galley was a kind of ship.
That's also true.
Damn you! Not synonyms, the other one. Homonyms.
But as you look through, you're like, well, I mean, maybe we can get use out of cookware. Looking at the mush, not so much.
Well, cookware is always useful because more stuff to use.
Well, I mean, what your passive perception is?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
It's 11, so my active and passive are the same right now.
Alright. In that case, as you're moving some stuff around, you move a small pot to the side before suddenly something long and shiny reaches out and wraps around your neck.
What?
And then we cut to Goombro.
La la la, so happy my friends aren't getting eaten alive.
Boy, it sure would suck if someone was getting strangled at this exact moment, huh?
So he's gonna start with, like, the insides of the ship, because the stuff on top is easy to see, but the stuff on inside isn't. That's his logic.
So you think you pretty quickly head down to lower decks?
Yeah, he's not even going to really take a look up here. He's going to go right for the, door to the lower decks.
Alright. You pass by the door to the captain's cabin and it said head down to the cargo area.
Huh.
Actually, that's on the other side of the ship, my bad. You go down to the cargo area.
Actually, maybe you would check the captain's cabin first.
Now, it occurs to me the captain's cabin is on Dan's side, but you're not over there. So you head down to the lower decks. Definitely looks like a tornado went through here. Or maybe something else. Roll me history check with advantage.
Yeah, I love advantage. I don't love history checks on this character, though.
That's fine. So, as you're looking around, some of what you see starts to strike a few chords in your memory. Not from stuff you experienced, but from stuff you heard about. Old sailor stories about creatures and experiences that other old sailors had and warned the youths about, so as not to repeat their mistakes. You look at one hole in the ship, and just from the edges of the hole, the marks in the wood, the size of it, you're reminded of an old legend that you heard in your sailing days called the Great White Eel. Supposedly a creature that resides in the western sea of the land you lived in. No one knew exactly where it roamed, as a being that large could go wherever it damn well pleased. But once you gained its ire, it said it would stop at nothing to ensure that you were brought down to the bottom of the sea. Tales of it rearing up and biting huge chunks out of the ships themselves with its massive jaws caused fear among many a young sailor on nights. The grog helped loosen things up a bit. But still, they warned you away from such things. And you can't help but notice how similar the details to those stories are to what you're seeing here.
That doesn't sound good. It sounds like a dog that's squeaking.
Yeah, let me go take care of him. He's being a drama queen because what he wants to play with rolled under a piece of furniture.
I love when that happens. That's so funny. Like, my brother was here earlier, right? And so he, for whatever reason, decides to like manually fold back Gouda's ears. He's the 1-year-old dog, and Gouda kept his ears like that for like 15 minutes.
I guess this is just how I look now.
Yeah, I should send the pictures. My mom then tried to replicate it on our other dog, Faith, but that didn't look as silly. There we go, they are posted in the art channel. And now they're also posted in wholesome posts, so the fans can look at them too.
What'd I miss?
Dog pictures.
There. I had to clean my glasses after this. Alright, so... yeah, you're getting an idea as to maybe one of the things that happened to this ship.
So, if the legends are for something that's like the size of the ship, right?
The size varies between tales, but most do say it's at least as big as this ship.
Well, it makes sense why they'd crash into an island. Makes them seem less stupid. I'm gonna keep looking around for things of note. He's not in a rush. It's not like one of his friends is getting strangled over there or anything.
Yeah, that'd be silly.
Yeah, that'd be silly. You do actually find a little bit of cargo in your half. This one seemed to be strapped down a bit better, as they're essentially almost fastened to the side of a wall with netting. And you find a box of bandanas of various colors and patterns.
Ooh.
Score.
Now you too can be a bandana Goomba.
He already is.
He's going to pick
No, he's a
that up
headband Goomba.
He's going to pick that up and use as justification for if I eventually get art and the color scheme changes.
Yep. As you get this first piece of loot and start to head a little deeper into the ship. Thank you, convenient fade out of music. You start to notice something shinier down a flight of stairs. Just before you hear a commotion. Kel, what do you do as you're now being strangled?
Stab it, stab it, stab it!
Alright, so...
We tried
you are
talking with it instead.
Alright, so you are currently restrained. So give me one attack at disadvantage.
Alright.
$15, let's see. Alright. Sadly, as you wield your trident and you are trying your darndest to stab this thing, it seems more lithe than you expect, as its multiple arms weave in and out of the prongs of the trident. But what you do is manage to get a good few thunks into the wood and even some onto the metal pans of the stuff you were looking into, as you were starting to cause quite a ruckus. as another long, and as you can identify it now, tendril of some sort wraps around your arm, and the being starts to move and pull you with it.
Oh boy. Guys!
And it's not as loud as you would hope it would be, what with the strangulation. But you are causing a commotion, so you other two, what do you do?
I'm still gathering up rope. It's 500 feet, man. This takes a while.
Alright, but you do hear stuff going on.
Cling, clang, ting. You don't hear the guys because it's not as loud as I thought it was, but...
You do okay? Shout out.
Be sure to let me know if you're being strangled.
I mean,
Remember, shout loud and clear if you're being strangled.
If you're dead, raise your hand.
but Bulwark, you don't count.
I never count.
I know, you don't have any fingers to count on.
I can count 2.
Is that even counting?
Yes. 1, 2.
He just holds up one of his hands like, guess which finger I'm raising?
Also, you don't even have hands, so I can count higher than you.
I got 2 fangs. Huh.
Oh, for counting fangs, I can go up to 6, actually.
Hell is dying.
Really
I
dying.
missed the part where that's my problem.
Once Goombro doesn't get a yell back, he's gonna go try and, like, head over to the upper half of the ship.
Alright, let me know if I get a second turn.
Yeah, Bulwark, being serious, Bulwark is also gonna go over.
1 second. Alright, yep, that'll hit. Alright, Kel, you take 4 piercing damage.
What the hell?
As whatever is holding you, sharp edges start to dig into your skin. And at the same time, you see whatever it is dragging a few more tendrils behind it as it starts to climb up the wall and bring you with it.
Oh god.
Kel is dying. This isn't about him.
Okay, so...
You may get another turn.
Alright then. I'm going to try to command it.
Interesting.
It has to... Okay, so it doesn't have an effect if the target is undead or it doesn't understand my language. Because my command is not going to directly harm it.
Let's see. Can it understand?
Let's take a look. It says it has to understand your language.
It has to understand my language, so if it doesn't understand my language...
Well, Yeah. Sorry to say for this one, I think I'm going to say no, it does not understand you. As you try to wield your authority on the creature, and it continues to go up to the ceiling and is now crawling up the incline and dragging you with it, and you are rapidly starting to worry that you are going to lose your footing. What are you two doing?
Oh, I'm gonna head like the same way that Kel did in order to get over to inside and see what's going on with him.
Alright. And I believe as a boo, you do have like a hover speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you do not have to make the swimming check. You just kind of ride the waves and bob up and down a certain distance above them before ending up in the hold where Kel was.
Meanwhile, Goombro's gonna use the 45 speed and dash actions to hurry on over, see what is causing all this commotion.
Roll me acrobatics for the jump you need to do to jump between halves of the boat.
Because I assume this position is exactly accurate to where he'd be down here with a half an out.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about how much longer it would be to go up top where it looks like this thing is easier.
That's up to you. You want to make a jump or you want to go up, take longer, and take a bridge?
It's like, how long would it take for him to get to the upper area?
Well, assuming you dash.
Which she did say dash.
Alright. With that, you do have Monk ridiculous speed. You could probably get up there, out onto the deck, and even to the bridge and mostly across it.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright.
That looks like mostly across to me.
Yeah, you're over there.
Ooh.
Alright. Bulwark, I'm gonna assume you were dashing.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I was quite handsome when I was live.
And if you ask the right people, I still am.
I was a toad named Sex T.
You take off your toque, and just flowing Finn from Adventure Time hair comes out. It should be noted that the kibble did follow you, but seems to be staying in the water for now. It kind of bobs up and down on it. So as you're in the hold, you look around and you don't see Kel immediately until you hear the flailing of their trident against the wall once more, and you look higher up in the deck, up an incline, and you see them seemingly suspended by something from the ceiling, except that thing is now moving away. I'm gonna do a thing real quick.
Kel, why are you screwing around?
Alright, you see Kel being shaken back and forth as whatever it is starts to try and crawl through a grate above it, and actually seems to slip through a very small space that's only like a few inches wide. As Kel starts to be brought off the ground towards it. And at this point, I will open the floor to whoever wants to go. Just once you start your turn, be sure to finish it before someone else goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something about this. I'm gonna fire a guiding bolt at that thing.
Alright, I should note, at this point the main body seems to have slipped through a hole, so what you're aiming at is, I'm assuming, what's wrapped around Kel.
I was thinking more like the thing connecting what's wrapped around Kel to the grate. It's like the rope or whatever, the arm.
Okay, so that is what I thought. Alright, so it's a little bit of a harder hit, but, and if you fail by a certain extent, you might hit Kel. Just letting you know. You are just above the extent needed to not hit Kel.
Congrats.
I mean, if he's just above, he would either have to roll a 1 or a 2. That was a 3.
Yeah. I didn't say the odds were great that he was going to hit you. It's just that he could.
Crap. Goombro,
So
we need your help.
As you fire the guiding bolt, you manage to miss both Kel and the creature, but you do impact the grate as it starts to glow as you hit a chunk off of it, and whatever is holding on to Kel seems to drop him a bit lower. I just seem to have knocked it loose.
I'll let Goombro go first before I...
Alright, I think that's enough to get there without using a dash.
Alright. As you're running...
Running.
what's your AC?
It is 16.
Alright. As you're running, Goombro, you feel something wrap around one of your feet as you are suddenly grabbed by a long crystalline tendril coming out from behind a barrel.
Cool.
He's going, hey, Kel, what's going on? What the hell?
Yeah, and you take 5 piercing damage.
Ow, my foot. I'm going to reacquaint myself with what exactly some of these Goomba features do. Oh, I would like to use my reaction to Vax's strike.
To what?
To being hit by that, because I have Goomba Bonk.
Oh, okay, that's a reaction?
Yeah, it's a once per long rest reaction.
Oh,
Short
okay,
rest.
go ahead.
It's just an unarmed strike, that's it. And my first one of the turn gets that, so...
And that is a crit. Alright. Let's see. So that is 12. Jeez. Alright, so with that, would you like to describe how you counter bonk?
So it like grabs Goombro, stabs into his foot, and starts dragging him. And he like pulls back a bit, and then he just launches himself full force at it.
So you like use the force it's pulling you with to like just go head on?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, you slingshot yourself at the creature and impact its center mass. And you get a better look at what it is now. It almost seems to be some sort of long, lanky crystal starfish, if you had to give it a name. And as you impact it, you see cracks start to form along almost its entire body. But it then raises another tentacle and tries to wrap it around your form.
Hey, no you don't. And he's gonna then... The tentacles are trying to wrap it, he's gonna try and whap him with the walking stick.
Hold on, it's still its turn. But because this was its prepared thing it was doing. But as it tries to get you again, you say, no you don't. And in fact, no it does not, as you jump out of the way. It still's got a hold of you with that first tendril, but that one seems almost like it's barely there. So go ahead and do your rebuttal.
Right, now to try and whap it with a walking stick.
That'll hit. Alright. You smack it in the center of its core as the whole thing shatters and lies on the ground.
Got some angry crystallarians over here. Use the
And
rest
you're
of his
free to
movement.
continue moving. Alright, you are now in the same room as the other two. And you see what Kel is dealing with. Kel, it should be known because you are in a grapple, you can use your action to try and escape it. And because of Bulwark's narrow miss, you actually would have advantage. If you choose to do so.
I was thinking of grabbing my trident and trying to jam it again, right into the...
You would have disadvantage because you are restrained.
Would I gain quote-unquote advantage because of guiding strike or no?
No, the strike did not impact the creature.
Alright then.
I'm assuming you're talking about Guided Bolt.
I'm sorry?
I'm assuming you're talking about Guided Bolt.
Whatever. Yeah, because he technically missed, so I don't get that. But I do have a plan, so I'm gonna make this roll before. Don't say anything before. Well, you can talk about a plan flying right out the fucking window.
Quick, someone.
I think we're gonna lose
paper,
Kel,
reroll.
guys.
Go on,
Alright.
go on ahead. There's nothing I can do about this.
Alright, Kel, you slam your trident into the upper part of the deck as best you can to try and wind it around this thing like so much spaghetti. Sadly, it is a little too slippery for that as it starts to pull you through the hole.
That's a tiny hole.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Kel would fit, at least comfortably. But it also seems to still be trying. And so it's going to do an attack on you.
On who?
On you, the one it's holding.
That makes sense to me.
And let me remind myself what Kel's AC is. 18? Yep. Okay. It does not manage to bite any of its crystalline shards into you as it, as with a almost interesting knocky sound, it is trying to fit a Kel-shaped peg into a tiny hole. It is not comfortable.
I gotta do a lot of resisting or get it off of me.
Who would like to go next?
I would like to try hitting it again. This time I'm gonna...
Oh, Dan, you are given a reroll by Unstoppable.
Oh. You want, is it too late to use that on the trident?
I think so, but he's free to bank that for later use.
Alright. I'm gonna... Can I see the creature that's holding Cal at this point?
Yeah, with the hole you blasted, it doesn't have cover anymore as it's trying to bring Kel in.
Alright. This time I'm gonna go for Toll the Dead on it.
Alrighty. I believe that has a wisdom save.
DC 12 wisdom save, yeah.
Alright. That is a failure.
Alright, takes 3 necrotic damage.
Alright. Kel, you feel a shiver go down the tendril that is holding onto your throat as the creature gives out a sound which you're not sure starfish can make because you've never made a habit of listening to starfish.
Also, what was with the second and roll?
The way Toll the
What
Dead
second
works...
roll?
The way Toll the Dead works is that it does a D8 of damage if the target is at full health, and a D12 of damage if they are missing health. So it just rolls both of them, just in case.
Okay. And because we haven't been hitting it,
Yeah, it's just the D8.
okay.
Here's the starfish for those who are curious.
Oh, good to know what it is now. Well, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna try and hit it one more time, because
Go.
at this point he is furious.
Hit me,
Go ahead.
baby, one more time.
With disadvantage.
Oh my god, reroll.
Yeah, you have a
Reroll.
reroll.
Alright, I will go ahead and let you make that 16 if you want.
Alright, well, if you're going to allow that, then I am going to use my channel divinity power. With
Oh.
guided strike.
You need to gain plus 10 bonus. I'm going to go ahead and let you know you don't need to do that. 16 was enough.
It's enough now, but it wasn't whenever I made it before.
What do you mean?
Oh wait, that was a 15. Jesus, that was a 1.
I guess we found his exact AC then.
These are
Somehow.
squirrely little bastards.
Makes
So yeah,
sense.
go ahead and save your channel divinity.
Really hard to hit his
But if you want to use your reroll, this will hit him.
Alright, well, I do want to use the reroll, and Divine Smite is if I... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do Divine Smite then instead.
Excellent.
So
How do you charge up your smite?
With a lot of fury. Like, let go of me already!
smite?
There we go. Hello?
I think he did not appreciate getting a free on the smite. And a 1 on the 1d6.
We wait until he comes back.
So, you'll never guess why I'm doing this session, but I didn't do other sessions.
Not being sick?
Actually writing notes.
Oh! Good on you, Endor. I appreciate people who write notes. Hi, Dan. Welcome back.
You have no idea just how furious I am right now.
Well, let me see if I can make that a little bit better. Can you tell me how you charge your smite? Like, what do you do to infuse it?
It's mostly just a rage-infueled smite because with all this choking he's doing, he can't get the words out, so all that energy just infuses into the trident in a radiant light, and then he just jams it in the direction of the starfish.
Alright. You do so. As your prongs wind their way around the creature, and it seems to try and counter by wrapping itself around the prongs, which you soon prove to be a bad idea, as you then swing your trident wide, ripping it off of your throat before throwing it into the air before it impacts on a rock and breaks open.
Is he free?
You are free.
Yeah!
Well, that's the good news. That doesn't really make me... Oh, okay, yeah, that does make me feel a little bit better.
I assume he falls down, so I catch him.
Yeah. Kill falls like a good 5-10 feet. It's not too bad.
Yeah, but I catch him anyway. I tried
about
to.
say, if
He
it's
falls
just-
through me.
I was about to say, if it's just 5 feet, I'm not taking damage. 10, I technically do take a d6 of damage.
You're alright. You're on a slope.
It's true, that does help.
Alright. Well, I don't like those things. And I wasn't even the one
Sneaky
being
little-
killed by them.
Sneaky little bastard snuck up on me.
One tried to get me while I was running to get you. But luckily, I was in a better position or whatever. So, do we want to stick together now? Do we want to clear the ship or what have you?
Yeah, I did find a little bit of rope while I was looking around outside, and I dumped 500 feet of rope, 100 pounds of rope at their feet.
I don't know why. I'm imagining you just holding out one arm, and then it unspools from it, just like zzz, and then ends up in a coil.
I take out from my pack like a 1 foot of the rope just to show it off, and I'm like, here, Kel, can you pull it out for me? And then it's like that magic trick with the handkerchiefs.
Pretty much.
Exactly what I was thinking. At like 50 feet, Groomber's like, are you done yet?
He's about a 10th of the way through.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't know why they had a coil of 500 feet of rope, but...
I mean, a ship this big, they probably had more than that actually in use.
Yeah, but all in one coil? Either way, this might actually be helpful for getting us over the cliff wall. Assuming the cliff is less than 500 feet tall, and we can figure out a way to get it up there. It's not a perfect plan, but it's a plan.
If a cliff's more than 500 feet tall, we just need a 505-foot ladder.
What is a rope but a third of a ladder?
So what? We have like 3 ladders.
This is a lot of rope. Also, I found some alcohol. It's mine. Don't touch it.
I don't think you'd actually say that. I was imagining Goomba like pulls up the apples. It's like, trade you apples for a swig.
Can apples get me drunk?
I mean...
Can you get drunk in general?
DM, I'm gonna say yes.
Yes. You never seen a pink boo?
They're all drunkards.
If I said no, would you believe me?
Yes, because pink boo tend to turn invisible when you're looking at them.
So I guess our characters are going to start, like, clearing the ship of danger.
Yeah, and we're gonna stick together this time!
Alright,
Yeah,
so
we might as well.
in that case, let me go ahead and finish up the room you're in. You go back to the pile of things where Kel originally found the starfish and look through it. Mostly mundane things, but you do find one interesting item. As you find a cook's frying pan with a strange rune on the bottom. Pretty hefty.
Something dungeon meshy.
Oh, I get it. If we give this to Taste Tea, she can use 2 ingredients.
Do any of you have Arcana proficiency?
I actually might.
I do not.
I do not. I thought I did.
Alright, each give me a straight up D20 luck roll.
I'm just gonna roll Arcana because that's basically the same thing for me.
Yeah, it is exactly the same thing. So, yeah, fuck it. 10. Alright.
Goomba has a -1 to Arcana, so this helps him.
Alright, you don't accidentally set it off.
Doing good so far.
But from what you can tell with your rudimentary understanding, Kel, you kind of get a think on it. This is not like a language rune. This is a magic rune.
Oh. Oh boy.
So either it cooks things better, or it's a weapon.
Or it cooks us.
That's also, there are now 3 options. Yes.
I mean, what would they put on the bottom of a pan?
Usually heat.
Heat rune, then? I don't know.
It could be a rune that just creates its own heat or fire in order so that you can cook using this anywhere.
Are you holding the pan bulwark?
Who found the pan?
Whoever wants to.
I think Kel would be holding it because Kel rolled the highest and, like, was able to identify it best.
We just know it's a magic one.
Yeah, but, like, you're the one...
Goomba's holding it because he doesn't have hands, so that's why it didn't go off.
I think Kel will be holding it at first. You can give it to Bulwark.
Alright, as you say fire, You notice a small orange glow come from the rune, but it goes away after a moment.
Oh. Fire.
And you're holding it now?
I'll take it and say fire, yeah.
Alright, as you say fire, it... Oh, hold on.
It starts barking!
Now I'm imagining, like, we do, it only goes on for a moment when you say fire, so you have to sit around like Beavis and Butthead just going, fire, fire, fire.
As you say fire, like a flower blooming, tendrils of flame come from the bottom of the pan and stay going as they start to heat it up.
Oh, so it is what I thought. Unfire.
Dude.
Unfire doesn't particularly do anything, but
Water?
What if I say fire again?
it stays going at the same intensity.
Extinguish. Douse.
It goes off.
Oh, okay, there we go.
It goes off with douse, but it'll take synonyms.
Alright, so we now have a frying pan that can cook without an actual source of heat. That said, this also means that we can just burn things.
I mean, I could already do that. I have the fireworks.
Shut up.
Now two of us can burn things in different spots at the same time. You're brilliant.
Aha! Yes, I am.
Alright, so that's all this for this room. And you said you guys start to explore the rest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still gonna stick with, who wants to hold on to the pan? Is anyone here, like, proficient with cook's utensils?
I wouldn't think so.
I'm not.
What? I have Navigator's tools and water vehicles. Because both.
I have land vehicles and playing cards.
Oh, you have playing
Fun
cards?
fact,
What?
if you wanted to, I would also accept mace proficiency.
Really?
Except what proficiency?
Mace.
Is that a simple weapon?
It is.
Cool.
I can do
think we
that!
all have
We-
that.
I was about to say all of us have mace proficiency in that case.
I think monks don't, because monks have only specific simple weapons proficiency.
Oh, fair.
No, it's all simple weapons. At least
Oh.
that's what I have here.
Yeah, so if anyone cared to, you could bonk.
If we do it while
I
it's on
cast iron. You cast iron what?
Yeah. If it's on fire, does it do extra damage?
Yes.
Okay, and yeah, monk weapons are simple weapons and short swords. So
To be fair, I already have a magic weapon. It's just the magic has nothing to do with how good of a weapon it is.
I currently don't have a weapon because I just use my magic. So unless either of you particularly want a fire weapon,
I can already set fire. I'm good.
all right, Kel, do you particularly want to use this as a weapon?
I have my trident.
For those who don't remember, Jumbo uses a walking stick he got from the fair that has like little animations on it.
Good times.
Animals. That feels like a year and a half ago at least.
Let's not talk about that. Yeah, if you want, you can equip it.
I guess Max gets it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, the two other places you've yet to explore are the very bottom of the northern half of the ship and the captain's cabin in this part of the ship.
But let's head to the captain's cabin, I think. It's closer. Plus, he might have more booze for me to take. Goombra's going to use the advanced speed to stay ahead of the others.
I got mine. I'm fine with that.
Well, he doesn't know that.
I mean, I already said I did say I got mine.
Well, he doesn't believe that.
I showed you the bottle.
Not what I meant, but okay.
Alright. Sadly, as you go to the captain's cabin, the door is locked. Luckily, a barrel broke the window.
I was about to say, if anything, we can just kick down the door.
Goombra's going to clear any glass off the bottom with the walking stick.
Alright, you are all freely able to enter the captain's cabin. Just as much of a mess, perhaps more so, just colorful. But you do notice something odd. Plunged into the center of the desk, which is on its side, is a dagger. It's a nice looking dagger. It doesn't look like a masterwork, but it is quite ornate. And it seems to have a setting for a decent sized gem in the pommel, which is empty. And someone give me an investigation check.
Someone or everyone?
You can all do it if you want, depending on what you're looking at.
Investama!
I guess Goombra's gonna look around for where that gem went.
Wait, what the heck?
I don't know, what is the heck?
Kel, do you investigate?
If everyone else is investigating, I'll investigate the room.
I don't know why, but I have 8 intelligence, so my modifier is -1.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. I don't have a -1 to like my investigation roll or anything like that. It's just 0.
Huh.
Do you perhaps have Jack of all trades turned on accidentally?
No, that was the first thing I checked. Also, I have a +1. I think I just have a. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. It's because I have a Stone of Good Luck.
Ah.
I forgot I had that. It's been so long. I just realized I essentially had a +1 to everything.
Yeah, I believe you got the Stone of Good Luck last time from one of the kibbles.
Yeah, I forgot. Alright, never mind. I understand now.
Help, I'm not bad enough at things. Alright, so between all of you, because this was kind of a combined check, you find a couple noticeable things. One, you find the captain's log, which you're very excited about, until you realize how waterlogged it is, and then you're less excited, because it's barely readable.
Barely readable is still readable.
Yeah, it talks about a particular... It talks about an item in their cargo hold they managed to get a hold of, which they were very excited about, saying how it opened up all sorts of new possibilities, especially for men of their profession. It states that he sealed it in a lockbox and put it in 3 other boxes, so that way no one would have the patience to find it.
Well, at least he's honest.
That right there is someone who understands human.
So, and then aside from the watered logbook, you
Really,
find
Rhino? Really?
I just thought of that, okay?
Uh-huh.
Give me a break here. Besides, it's Paper Mario. Everything can be a pun if it wants to.
You can pun.
You see...
To.
I was thinking that too, damn it.
From underneath another end table, you spot a small glimmering trail. Not crystal glimmering, which you were worried about at first. It's almost slimy, and it seems to head from about where the dagger, about underneath where the dagger's pommel would be, and it goes out a smaller back door and towards the beach. And when you look out there, you actually see that the kibble seems to have picked up that small trail and is now hopping back and forth on either side of it, as if trying to figure out what it is.
Hey, Floater, you wanna go see what's up?
You?
It just seems to kind of meander down the trail, but not in any great hurry. You imagine that whenever you're done with whatever you're doing here, you can probably catch up to it.
Alright then. So we haven't seen anything that is this box that has like we can identify as the box with the box and the box and the box. I broke the rhino.
Yeah, this far.
Are you cut out? I assume you said as far as we know we haven't seen it.
Yeah, I said you had not found the boxception as far as you know.
That means we have to look harder.
Umbro's going to open anything vaguely box-like in this room. The wardrobe counts as a box, right?
Anything's a box if you try hard enough.
Well, I'm sorry, what was that?
Thing is a box if you try hard enough.
Yeah, I just made
That's
it. I
fair.
just made it stupid. joke.
That's fair. You don't find too much in this room. Mostly like ruined silks, gems that were smashed into dust, things of that nature. You do find one fancy pillow that managed to survive most things.
One fancy pillow. Anyone got a use for a fancy pillow?
Sleeping.
Fair enough.
In fact, as you're looking at the pillow, you kind of feel it a bit. It has an indent into it, which makes you wonder if the dagger was sitting on it before.
Real quick side thing, by the way, Rhino, because I just thought of it. What kind of weapon is the frying pan considered?
I'm just considering it a mace.
Alright, I will just give myself a mace and then rename it then. Now, how does the fire thing work for it?
I didn't quite get to the testing of it. I'm thinking just an extra D4.
Alright.
So it's like it does bludgeoning, and then if the fire rune is on, it does an extra D4 of fire.
Alright. I'm gonna call it the firing pan.
It is not it's not magical for the sake of overcoming like resistances and all that. It is literally a pan that has the ability to make fire.
Alright. Well, it's better than my shield that is apparently the weapon I've been using.
I mean, look, you were having fun with your flavor, so do what you will. Haha,
with
flavor.
flavor. I have a thing of flavor right here. Pulls out a magic herb jar. This'll come up someday.
Maybe if you season the frying pan, something special will happen.
Well, no, teamwork. I have the flavor. He has a frying pan, and then Kel's going to find the food.
Kel has the fork.
Yeah, I think I made the joke about it being a fork.
I renamed the sidekick team Team Tasty.
I'm dead.
Super Tasty Bros. Alright, so do you think you go over to the cargo hold of the other side of the ship?
I would go.
Of course.
Yeah.
Alright. As you go there, Goombro, you end up at the top of the stairs. You would kind of glance down before having to run over to save Kel. Oh, shoot! Yeah,
Good
sorry.
side.
Oh no, I got jump scared.
And you look down. There are definitely crystals on the lower part of this deck.
Some stupid crystals. Gonna generally wave his stick at him as he mutters about it.
I feel like he's becoming more and more of an old man with his cane.
Hey now,
Frank, crystals on my lawn.
he's proving you don't have to be old to be curmudgeon-y.
That's fair. That's fair. So do you go down anyway?
Be ready for a fight, you two. Then he's going to, walk down.
Is that a threat?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying there's something that is a threat down there, maybe, but I am not threatening you. You'd know if I was threatening you. No, I'm not into subtlety.
Alright, as you guys go down, you enter a strange and eerie scene. Do we have like a slightly more intense version of this, Max?
I think I might know exactly what to use. Give me a second here.
Alright.
What is this exactly?
As you guys go down and get sort of an eyeful of the deck, this one has definitely seen better days. The far end of it is dipped into the water.
That is not what I thought it was.
It's like Mirage music.
Hang on, I know what I'm trying to find. I don't... What is it called? Okay, now I know what it's called. Just use the same... Okay. I'll try this. It keeps wanting me to use this, apparently. Hello?
Hi. You know what that'll do?
Oh no, it's spooky and chiptune.
Yep. So as you guys enter the lower deck, the far end of it has fully been submerged in water. You can actually see discolored plants floating with the waves as they move them. One of the walls is almost completely crystallized. You can see some forms in there, including what looks to be an extended arm of one of the starfish. And then the other wall seems to be mostly crates and such, which some have also been crystallized.
Alright, do I start bashing right away, or do you want... Do I want to wait?
Wait, who are we waiting on?
Alright, I'm bashing then.
Fair enough.
I'm just gonna start hitting the wall of crystal with the walking stick.
Alright. Get that guy out of the way. As you hit the wall, there's an almost shudder that goes through the room as cracks start to form. Before suddenly, as you are standing just with your foot in the edge of the water, something in it moves. And I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
Oh,
as soon
shit.
as I figure out how to pull the turn order. There it is.
Cool.
Oh, let's get you all out of there. Hold on.
It was clear for me.
Oh, really? I see
It
the other
looks clear
thing
to
on
me
here.
too. Except for Kel.
There we go. Go ahead.
Wow, I actually got a decent initiative.
Clearly Goombro got the lowest initiative of us because he chose to bonk. So remember, he didn't choose the bonk life chose him.
All right. You're good to go. So, calm down, you. This is kind of theater of the mind, kind of not. Imagine the room is about as big as the top deck here.
Alright.
And so
As big
I'm
as
gonna
the
move,
top deck we're on?
yeah, so I'm going to move you here. I'm going to just move you roughly where it sounded like you guys would have been. Does that look about right to you?
Sure.
Okay.
We've all obviously not imagined the exact same room in our heads.
Alright, so as you hit the crystal, something shifts near your foot as one of the leaves of seaweed rises out of the water. And here's a zoom in of this one for those who are curious.
Oh, it's like that kelp enemy in Odyssey.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hang on, I will give us some boss music.
Is it a boss?
Well, the only battle music in Super Paper Mario is boss music, so
That's fair enough.
this is the music that is played when you're fighting a plant. So this will work, hopefully.
I mean, it does have funk and weirdness.
I do enjoy funk.
And weirdness.
And as it rises, actually it's gonna be here, I think. Okay. It is going to use its Entangling Plants ability. As you start to see seaweed from the water start to actually grow and crawl out from this central strand. So, to give you guys an in-game explanation for this one, grassy roots of vines sprout in a 15-foot radius centered on the creature. The area is now difficult terrain for non-plants, and each of the creatures of the thing's choice must succeed on a saving throw or become restrained. You can use your action to do a strength check in order to free yourself on your turn. So, Goombro, I'm going to need you to give me a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Would I be in this too?
We're about to find out, because I'm gonna put the radius up.
I'm hovering. Does that matter?
You're actually a little bit out of range for it, so...
Anyways,
Oh, you're talking about difficult terrain.
I did a great job on that saving throw, don't you think?
Right, it's
Yo,
red.
no.
Red is good, right?
Yeah, that means I just...
I rolled
There
it
you
many
are.
times.
There you are. Kel, you are just out of it.
Oh. Okay.
You can see that, right?
Yep, I can see it.
Alright, Goombro, you... You are now restrained. So for those of you who don't know the exact things of restraint, I believe it means your speed is 0, attacks against you have advantage, and attacks from you have disadvantage.
I believe you also either auto-fail or have disadvantage on strength and dex saves.
Let's double check that.
I'm
I
pulling
have
it
to
up.
look up right now so I can...
Here we go, restrained. Disadvantage on dex saves.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, no
after that
disadvantage
little-
for strength.
So after that opening action, it is Kel's turn.
Alrighty then. Bit of a problem because I do have to go into it to face it.
Looking at it now, you think you see another one of these seaweed strands in the crystals themselves. So much like one of your other missions, where you had to sort of find the crystal almost spawners, as it were, of creatures, you think you may have found these.
Hold on, is this... Oh. Okay.
I had a fun time trying to get the lighting right on this map, because this was originally like a very bright and sunny shipwreck map.
Yeah, I can
Everything's all
see
nice
how,
and happy here. We're dying.
you can see how it might be hard to turn that into, like,
Alright, well,
cloudy with a purple tinge.
Yeah, I think I did pretty good, though.
We're going cloudy with a chance of
if
meatballs.
I enter it, do I have to make the strength save?
Let me double check. When they appear. So no. The save is only if you're in there when it starts. Or in that it's difficult terrain.
Okay then. I will... You know what, just to get it out of the way, I'm gonna move by Goombro and use an action to free him of his restraints.
Alright, give me a strength check.
Strength check, go!
That is a success. You have freed Goombro.
There you go. Because teamwork
see
will
this-
make the dream work.
You see the creature shake its leafy fronds angrily.
Hell is gonna give it the finger in response. And that's gonna be my turn. I will be right back. Y'all have fun with this.
Alright. Bulwark. Wark.
Alright, well,
Wark is the name of a magic item / familiar in another campaign I'm listening to.
this is a pun on bulwark for my character. I don't like that thing. I'm gonna... That hasn't taken any damage yet, I don't think.
No. No, it hasn't.
I'm just gonna Toll the Dead on it.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, so DC 12 Wisdom save from it against 4 damage.
Alright. That is a failure. So
Alright.
we'll take that damage.
Sweet.
As your toll goes through it, it seems to blow back and shake before straightening itself back up, looking a little miffed.
Does it look miffed or does it look more peeved?
It's miffed at the moment.
Only after doing that does Bulwark kind of slap his forehead like, I'm an idiot. And to end its turn, he's going to take out his frying pan and activate it.
Alright.
Like, wait, I'm fighting a plant.
The seaweed, still mostly in water, just kind of ducks down slightly like, haha.
Yeah, but I'm ready.
Be careful, you'll set the whole dang ship on fire.
Oh no, we don't want this ruined ship to get destroyed.
It's got people in it and stuff in it.
I haven't seen any people in it.
I thought there were people in the crystals.
Strangely, no.
Oh. We're in it, and our stuff is in it.
Oh, I could just leave though.
As the creature is going to reach out from where it sits, and it is going to try and wrap around you, Goombro.
You just got your hands off me. Don't try and put it on.
No means no.
As it is going to attempt to constrict you.
What do I roll to? Because I assume it's a saving throw.
No, it's a roll to hit.
Oh.
What is your AC?
16.
Alright. As it starts to wrap itself around you, you jump as it clenches back and pulls back to where it was, hissing. And, let me just double check something here. Okay. You then see it, scuttle backward, and it occurs to me I actually have to, do a thing here. Because the plants stay where they are. So I actually have to make a new token to represent the plants because this guy can move.
Just like draw a circle or something.
That's fair.
I'm a genius. If you give me drawing powers, I'll do it, and I won't draw penises. Don't trust me.
I don't.
Trust me then.
There you go. How's that?
That works.
In the meantime, let me just turn off his little aura.
I drew a circle. I'm not sure if it's visible to anyone else. There it is.
There you go. Alright. As you see it duck and scuttle into the water. Alright, and that will be its turn. Goombro, it is your turn.
So when you say into the water, it's still like, is it going to be like harder to hit than normal because it's like halfway under the water?
It's mostly submerged, but you can see the top of its little leaf sticking out. So if you want to aim at it, I mean, you can.
Goombro's going to go over.
Alright. So because that's difficult terrain and water, I'm going to say that took 15 feet of movement to move that one square.
Oh no, my monkness will come in handy. And he's going to bite it.
Okay. I'm going to eat you like the sushi ingredient you are.
I think bite and poison touch stack. I don't remember doing for sure, but
It's been a while, but I'm gonna say go ahead.
doesn't matter anyway.
A lot of nat ones this session. Alright, you jump and try and bite at it, and it ducks under the water, almost like a playful cartoon character. Before popping back up on the other side of you, like, haha.
What's up, Doc?
I'm just reminded of those ones where they would chase in water, you would see the ears and the tail, the ears would split around something, and the tail would hit it.
Alright, and then I'm going to use the monk's bonus action, unarmed strike on it.
Alright. That goes double for you, as you are unarmed.
Aha!
Aha! It's funny. It's true.
Alright, that will hit.
So he like jumps at it to bite it, and it misses. And so once he hits the water, he's just going to start spinning. His legs are flailing as he gets out, and that's going to be where that 6 damage comes from, is spinning and kicking.
All right, you do feel a crinkly impact as you make contact with the, as you now realize, crystalline kelp.
Yep,
Is that your
hard,
turn?
like I thought. Yes, that will end his turn.
All right, so it is now something else's turn.
Oh boy. And that something is Kel, right?
No, as tendrils suddenly lash out from cracks in one of the crystal and then from underneath one of the barrels. As the starfish have entered the fray.
Oh, come on! Not more of you fuckers!
Hi. Hug.
Fuck off, Patrick!
As,
You stopped being
Bulwark,
funny 20 years ago. Go away.
as Bulwark,
I
you are
want
getting...
an award!
You are getting tentacled. The first one at advantage because hiding. I believe a 19 hits you.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I was concerned for a second. I was like, oh shit, does it?
It barely does. It almost missed.
That's concerning. All right.
My
So
AC is 18. I have chainmail.
nice. You take 7 piercing damage, and you are now grappled / restrained.
Now, I'm a ghost.
Uh-huh.
Okay, just...
You do still have to be touched by most things in this campaign. I know you're a ghost.
Ow, chicka bow wow?
You're a Mario ghost. You're not like the most OP idea of a ghost.
Alright, so that was how much damage again, sorry?
7.
Alright.
And then it is going to attempt to attack you with its other tentacle. That one does not manage to make an impact on you, though. But for the one that is wrapped around you, it is going to use its quickness. As it is going to, with a surprising burst of noodly speed, it is going to take an extra action. And it is going to do that to dash as it actually pulls you into the plants and the water.
Ah! I don't get to make an athletics check or anything to stop from being pulled?
No, you are grappled. So you are cutting... actually, let me make sure I did its speed calculation here correctly. So, down, halved again, because it's carrying you. Okay. You don't actually get as far as I thought. So you are now here. So you are partially in the water as it is dragging you back.
Gotcha.
In the meantime, Kel, one is going for you. Fun.
Oh, I just got back and now I'm going to be raped again.
And
okay.
this time you were more prepared as you protect your vulnerable throat with your fork to keep it from wrapping around you. It then goes for a second try. And it still misses. It is going to use its quickness then, instead of dashing. It is going to instead use it to attack you more. That one will hit. As you take 5 piercing damage and are now grappled / restrained.
Not again.
Yes, again. But because it blew all of it trying to get a good latch onto you. All it can do. Got too many people there. All it can do is move you one space this way as it starts dragging you out.
So I came back to circles. What are these?
Okay, so the purple circle is the area of difficult terrain because of overgrown kelp.
Okay.
Bulwark is currently grappled, restrained, and being dragged underwater by a starfish.
Which I
Goombro
came back to.
Yep, Goombro is free, and you are now being dragged up and out by a starfish.
You're gonna be
Alright,
free.
So why do I see 2 purple circles?
Endorm drew one as well.
Okay.
Just
That-
for fun.
Alright.
On my end, mine came out.
Is this the crystal crab? No, this is Patrick. Strangles you. So, Kel, what do you do? I should note to you, by the way, restrained only affects disadvantage-wise your ability to attack and do dex saves. So if you want to do stuff that involves like them having to do saves or such, that is considered normal.
Alright, the problem is he won't listen to me, so I can't force him to do a wisdom save.
Sadly for
So-
command, yes.
Yeah.
These are sea creatures. Which, admittedly, I had not considered that whenever I was doing the stat block, but it makes sense to me.
What if I grapple it back?
That's called a hug.
Admittedly, nothing says you can't try. It technically,
but-
its main body is out of your reach, but you could try and counter grapple the tendril. Be like, aha! Now we both go nowhere.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab the tendrils and grapple it to me. Like, I come to you? No, you come to me.
All right. I've never had a player try that for me. So excuse me while I double check the rule on this.
I think to grapple is an attack check, so that'd be a disadvantage.
I don't think it's that.
Here we are. Melee attacks grappling.
Okay, so
You could use the attack action to make a special melee attack a grapple. Within your reach. I mean, he's reaching you, so I'll accept that. Make a athletics check contested by the target's athletics or acrobatics check. If you succeed, they are subjected to grapple.
okay. So I make an athletics, and it does athletics or acrobatics, whichever is higher for them.
Correct.
All
Let me
right.
double check. It will be a counter strength from them.
Okay. Kapow!
Very nice. Oh. And that is an exact tie. And I forget how this works. And also, let me double check size category in this.
I mean, meets it beats it, right? Pretty sure the attacker wins ties.
I think that's how it tends to work with this. So, yeah, I'm going to say you win this, Dan.
Okay.
So you have now counter-grappled it. Bearing in mind, you don't have it restrained like it has you. But it can't go dragging you up to where it can strangle you now. It can still attack you, though.
Alright, well, what I can do is I can pull it away from wherever it's trying to go. So if I can move right here and then pull it where I was.
So because you didn't break your own grapple.
Oh, right. I'm still stuck there, too.
Yeah, essentially, you have reduced both of your speeds to 0. You are just locked in. No one's going nowhere.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
Pretty much.
You ain't going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes of playtime.
Alright. Anything else on your turn?
I can't use... I don't have any bonus actions of note, so that will have to be my turn.
Alright. You have prevented yourself from being dragged out of the fight.
Okay. At least for now.
Bulwark, your turn.
Ah!
He's got like a tentacle like half wrapped around your hat.
Do not touch the hat! I'm going to... Is he, like, trying to pull me anywhere in particular?
He seems to be trying to pull you underwater.
Oh. I float. Like, just... So... I don't know how that's gonna go, but, I don't want to find out. So...
I mean, things with air in them can still be pulled underwater.
So I'm grappled, right? So I have disadvantage.
You are grappled / restrained, so attacks from you have disadvantage.
Okay, I'm gonna toll the dead on the guy who's holding me.
Alright, that is fair.
Alright.
Bing bong.
DC 12 wisdom save.
Alright, Starfy, let's see what you got. That is a 12.
Ah! Well, nothing happens.
Alright. Any bonus actions?
This guy is sheet like, what do I have?
Nope, I'm a cleric and bonus... Wait, actually, I do have... Yeah, this might be important. I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
There you go. I was wondering if you had that.
I do. It's a domain spell for life clerics. I was just trying to hold on to my slot.
Alright, what is your spiritual weapon, out of curiosity? What color would you like it to be?
Let's say it's like a spear, and it's like the spears that like the Toad soldiers at Peach's Castle have.
Nice.
It's got like a little ribbon tied under the pointy bit.
Yeah.
The head.
Are you alright with the yellow spear?
Sure. Oh my god, my spear is round and huge! Alright,
Where would you like it?
I want it next to the guy who's trying to pull me, because I'm gonna stab him with it.
Alright, here, actually, can I... Controlled by... Bulwark. There you go, can you move it?
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
So it's going to attack, and this is a spiritual weapon attacking, not me, so it does not have disadvantage.
Correct.
It's almost a summon.
Still doesn't hit, I'm pretty sure.
Correct. The wiry little bastard is not hit by the spear, as it sort of makes a little circle in his tendrils, and the spear clunks down between them.
Chat,
It does seem concerned by the spear, though.
Chat, can I have a reroll? That is going to be the end of my turn at this point. But hey, at least this thing is still around.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Crystal Seaweed turn.
Oh, I will give me a reroll.
Alright, since I haven't done another roll yet, go ahead. This is when I will initiate a rule. If the first time you try to use a reroll doesn't actually change the result, you can keep the reroll.
Wow.
I assume that doesn't change the result.
Correct. You still miss,
Fine. All right.
but you still have a reroll.
All right.
All right. So, Crystal Seaweed's turn. Let's do a little dice roll here. All right. It gets its plant growth back.
Uh-oh.
That said, I don't think I'm going to double restrain you.
I think at that point it just becomes kinky.
But for now, it is going to attempt to restrict Goombro.
Oh no.
Because you are moving and it don't like that.
It
Alright.
just yells because it's a plant.
And that will hit, and that is 10 bludgeoning damage.
Yikes.
It rolled quite well. And you are now grappled. Grappled / restrained. Alright. Goombro, your turn.
Chad, can someone give me a reroll in advance? Because this is going to be a hell of a gamble turn. My plan is I want to use the open hand technique, because if I force something grappling you to move, the grapple ends, and presumably restrained also ends. So.
Yep, makes sense to me. Makes sense to me.
So first off, I have to do a hit that doesn't matter that much about it, so I'm going to smack this thing next to me with a normal attack.
Alright. That will hit.
Nice.
I assume this damage still goes through despite what you're doing.
Yeah, but this attack doesn't get to be wild.
Okay. That is 8 damage. It's looking pretty hurt.
Now I spend a key on Flurry of Blows, which means I got 2 attacks with my bonus action.
Alright.
A bite is considered an unarmed strike, but I don't know if you want that to stack with Flurry of Blows or not.
Is it a different die from Flurry of Blows?
Yes, it is stronger.
I'm gonna say you could use it for 1.
I only had 1 charge of it left anyways.
Okay.
So yeah, next Goombro's going to use the bite of 87.
Alright. That'll fucking hit.
And because that was a Flurry of Blows strike, I get to either knock it prone, or knock it 15 feet away, or make it unable to take a reaction, so
Or what you do is you rip it apart.
Oh, I kill it?
As you bite it and rear backwards, and you hear it as it snaps in half and crumbles into crystal dust, some of which is in your mouth.
Crystallarians. He's gonna grumble as he goes to,
You are no longer grappled.
does the plant growth all fade?
No.
Max, 1 or 2?
1.
Alright. And Goombro's gonna go save, Bulwark.
Yay.
And because he's not restrained anymore, he can do this with his normal accuracy.
Correct.
He's going to run up and basically just tackle this thing.
Rah. That misses, unfortunately.
Dang. He's going to run headfirst into the wall behind it. Bonk.
Yeah. As it flattens itself on the ground and you go skidding over it.
that will be his turn.
Alright. Starfish turn. We will start with the one on Bulwark. So, since one of its tendrils is attached to you, it can't attack other people with it, so it is going to try and squeeze you with advantage.
I squeak.
It has advantage?
Yes, because he is restrained by it. It still doesn't hit.
Okay, good.
As it tries to squeeze, but the softness of your hat prevents it.
Yeah. Wait, what did it roll?
A 13.
Wow, okay.
Oh, Bulwark.
Yeah, Bulwark. Turns out someone named after a fucking defensive object, very hard to hit.
Crazy.
But then seeing Goombro free, it is actually going to try and lash out and get you with its other tentacle. And that is a 20 to hit, and so that is 5 piercing damage to you, Goombro, as it is now latched onto you.
I'm gonna kill you so hard, you just stupid fish.
And grappled / restrained. As it, much like some grappling hooks in Terraria, it is now held up between the two of you, like, aha, I have you now.
At least it's not dragging us into water this turn, I think.
Correct. It cannot drag both of you. In the meantime, Kel, the one on you, is going to try and squeeze. With advantage. That is a nat 1, and the other one was a nat 2, so that's a no.
Alright, going good.
At least the advantage made him miss the natural one.
And so then it is going to try again with its second tentacle.
Oh, very bold of it.
And that one will hit for 5 piercing damage, and so that one is now also attached to you. So the grapple is slightly harder to escape for you, but it also means it cannot grapple anyone else. It is just double on you.
Is there a way for me to break both at once?
Yeah. But because you grappled it, it cannot drag you anywhere. So just this is a hugging contest now. It's like, I hate you more. No, I hate you more.
One of us will squeeze the other dry.
So it is now your turn.
All right. So I still have him grappled. He has me double grappled. How do I escape my half of the grapple?
You would need to use an action in order to do a strength check.
All right.
Bearing in mind the DC pretty high at this point. Thankfully, double grapple does not impose double disadvantage on if you want to do things.
I don't believe in double disadvantage. I think is a variant rule and can't hurt us.
Yeah.
I am going to attempt to break the grapple.
Okay.
And it's a normal roll?
It is a strength check.
Okay.
Actually, would it be athletics? Let me double check.
No, it's athletics, and then the person who's trying to escape from the grapple chooses athletics or acrobatics. The person doing the grapple can only do athletics.
Ah, okay, so yes, it would be an athletics or acrobatics check then, not just strength.
Okay. But he has a plus because he's got a better grip on me, right?
He's also pretty grippy in general.
Okay. I noticed that Kel has an inspiration, so I would like to burn that to get advantage on this.
Okay.
I mean, the way you normally do it is you do it after the roll to just reroll, so you can hold on to it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
then... I might keep it.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
As you summon your strength and rip these surprisingly rubber bandy tendrils off yourself. You are free.
No, he is not.
correct. You were still holding on to him.
If only I could use a.
You undid hit attack
If
with a
only-
hug.
If only I could use a bonus to just start smacking the starfish around, like he's a little flail.
Yeah.
Like that. Like
You
that
ever
scene-
heard of metronome crashing? This is what it is.
I mean, you still have movement if you want to drag him anywhere.
I'm going to drag him up the stairs. So 5, 10, 15. Oh wait, we're in a room, so I can't do that. So
Yeah, this is about the size of the room, but the stairs would be like here-ish.
you know what?
Yeah,
I'm
bear
gonna.
in mind,
I'm gonna
because you're
pull-
dragging him, you can only go 15 feet.
Yeah, I'm going to pull him to his friend. So 5, 10 for diagonal. Is this still up?
Yeah, it's still difficult terrain, so that's as far as you can go.
Okay. So I pull him 10 feet.
Alright.
And that will
He is-
be my turn.
He is now in the plants as well. Alright, Bulwark,
He's-
your turn.
He's like, wait, this is going all wrong. This isn't how it's supposed to go.
How'd you reverse my trick? Well,
Little did you know he was a paladin of the Uno reverse card.
so which one is dragging me? This one?
Yes.
And I'm not able to move at all, so I can't even move.
No,
towards
your
him.
speed is 0.
Alright, well. First I'm gonna have the spiritual weapon try to stab him.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That is a miss.
Use my reroll. Jesus fucking Christ!
Alright, I'm gonna let you keep it again because you rolled the exact same thing.
For the record, I rolled a 5 on the dice both those times.
Yeah.
Yes, we see.
I'm gonna
What's
use
the
my
opposite
main
of nice?
action. For my main action, I'm gonna use my channel divinity to preserve life to get us some healing. Huh?
I said alright.
So hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level, which is 3, so that's 15 hit points. Goombro seems like he's in a pretty bad shape, so I'm gonna give Goombro 10 hit points, and I'm gonna give Kel 5 hit points.
Hooray! Clerics.
Why is my hit points only moving in increments of 5?
So wait, I get 5 and Goombro gets 10?
yeah,
because
Goombro
Goombro was
pretty
on
hard.
like death's door.
That is fair.
And I'm fine. I don't need healing right now. So yeah, I do my channel divinity for that as I like pump up your spirits essentially. And that is
Thank-
the end of my turn.
Alright. Goombro.
Alright. Well, to start off, he's going to hit this thing with the
Alright.
walking stick.
Disadvantage.
Alright. That doesn't hit, so I'll need to roll another one that won't hit.
Correct.
Then he's going to do another flurry of blows.
Alright, so you're doing a key point?
Yep.
Alright. That will hit.
Alright.
Alright, you get a sizable kick to it.
And with that kick, he's going to punt it right.
It goes at 15 feet.
Yeah, that's what it does.
Alright. So what ability is it that does this?
It is the way of the open hand technique.
Okay. With a mighty kickflip, you punt off the rubber band-like starfish, and it plops into the water. And you and Bulwark are now free.
I thought for a moment that it was gonna still be wrapped around me, and it would be like in a cartoon where like you knock it off, and I just stare at you for a moment as the rope quickly starts to pull me off as well.
That would be very, very funny, but this, and then it's gonna go around here.
You don't have quite that much movement.
Oh right, difficult terrain. Oh, I was here. I could go around this way and do it.
Okay.
Oh, so I can.
There you go. As you wade through the water and weeds.
Soulfight is pissing me off.
That'll hit.
I knock this one off of Kel.
And you can do that with both of them?
Yes.
Alright, it should be
actually,
noted.
Yeah, Kel's the one holding it, so instead, I'll use the other one where I get to trip it.
Okay.
So now it's on the ground and it can't get up.
It's upside down, I guess.
How can you even tell what a starfish is upside down?
Whatever
The
I did,
stomach
it's
is on one side.
Whatever I did, it's easier to hit now. Pummel it, boys. That's his turn.
Alright. Starfish turn. It would flip over, but it's grappled, so it can't. So disadvantage on attack rolls because it's prone. Yeah. Alright, so with that, it is going to try and slap you silly, Goombro. One for you and one for Kel, both at disadvantage. That is a hit on Goombro. And a hit on Kel. Okay, it's got a little fight left in it. As you both find yourselves counter-wrapped once more. Goombro, you take 7 damage. And Kel, you take 5.
How did this happen? With disadvantage, no less.
Yeah, apparently this is where the rolls went. Also, the grapple chain is back. Now including Goombro.
Conga lines have gotten weird in my time.
They're triangles now. What is this? Speaking of Kel, though, it's your turn.
Alrighty then.
Oh, almost forgot about the one in the ocean. Sorry, 1 second. Speed. One. See it. 3. As you see it crawling its way back up, Bulwark, you see tendrils start to reach out of the water, and one goes for your spiritual weapon, and then goes right through it, and it's like, eh? Like you see it like slap the air around it one more time. It's like, huh? Well, fuck. And then it goes for you.
Well, alright.
Yay, it's animal
And-
intelligence. Bit it.
Yep, and it misses. Alright. Now it's Kel's turn. It's like, I wanted to grab the spear, though. And the spear says, no touch.
Hey, and I can't move because he's grappling me, right?
Yep, we are back to nobody being able to move.
But now
Okay.
there's a Goomba involved.
Grapple break.
That does not pass.
Inspiration.
Okay, go ahead.
Really?
And since you failed on that, I'm going to give you the inspiration back.
I'm about to be very angry with the starfish and just very much go into smite mode.
Do you have a bonus action?
None that I can use without ruining future plans.
Okay. Bulwark, your turn. You're free.
I'm free! I'm free! And with this freedom, I will commit murder.
I will point out, if you moved your spiritual weapon over to the other one, you will have advantage, but it's up to you.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Because he is prone, and thus attacks within 5 feet have advantage.
Yeah, but I think... Yeah, I can only move the spiritual weapon 20 feet. He's 25. Oh, no, wait. I can get it right here. Okay.
Correct.
Alright. Destroy! Finally!
That does hit, and that does destroy. As finally you see the spear twirl in the air for ka-chunk, pinning right through the center of the starfish as it shatters and releases your friends.
And I'm going to toll the dead on the remaining starfish.
Okay.
Wisdom save against, I guess, 3 necrotic damage.
That is a success.
Okay. Well,
This one found its brain.
I'm going to move back here away from all that, and I'm going to end my turn.
Gumbro.
Alright. Seeing that the one left is the one over here, Goombro's gonna head on up to it and whap it with a stick.
That
Or
will
not.
miss. Do you unarmed attack with your bonus action?
Yes, I probably should do that. There it is.
That will also miss.
Alright. Let me check. So I can get there, but not there, so... Sure, it'll be a bit easier to flank. Assuming this is walkable terrain.
Alright, it is now Starfish turn. Starfish will attempt to wrap up Goombro.
Who
It
could
will
have
miss.
foreseen this?
It will then attack to wrap up Goombro again. And will miss. That is the end of Starfish turn. It moves up to here.
It's an even easier flank. Get him, Kel.
Kel, it is your turn.
Let's wreck his crap. It is +2 for flanking.
Correct.
Inspiration.
Well, that'll hit. All right.
Kaboom.
You plunge down your trident, much like the spear did, but you get to do that sick twirl that starts churning it around like you're a blender, and before long, it is simply a pile of shards on the ground.
Very nice. Inspiration is gone, but I feel proud of myself.
This has been a rough fight just because we keep rolling crappily.
But these damn things. I hate them. Ah. You about to gain a level of barbarian with how mad he is? Goombro's going to scan the water and make sure they're all gone.
Alright, you don't see any more for now except for that one in the crystal. Which, if you remember right, means another one may come out of the crystal.
So let's shatter the crystal.
I'm gonna smash it.
Alright. Everyone want to give your best crystal smashing cry?
Bonk.
Got the.
Alright. I'm going to give inspiration to everyone for that little dumb bit there.
Yay! Spend inspiration, get it back.
Yay. I
Alright.
haven't had one this whole session.
Alright. The crystals shatter. And so you hope that to be the end of this particular foe.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You are now free to look about the cabin. I mean, deck.
Oh my god, who said that? There's a voice there's a PA box here.
That was the secret.
And there's a dog!
Oh, it was Goombro, he's just barking mad. Ha ha ha.
After about 30 more seconds, all the plants wither away, and it is no longer a pain in the butt to move.
You two look at what's in those barrels and boxes. I want to check if there's anything in the water where I can grab.
I can certainly check for you.
I got good eyes.
Alright. You guys look around. Most of what you find is ruined, but you do find the box in a box in a box in a box.
And I mail the box to
You're
myself.
like, what's in this box? And then there's another box, and like, without even checking, you're like, I found the box in a box in a box in a box.
And conveniently, it looks like the box in a box in a box in a box had a bit of a tumble, and the lock broke.
Oh, sweet! Now we just need to deal with the lock and the lock and the lock.
Now only the innermost box was locked.
Ah, I see. Bad security system.
So you do get to open the box in a box in a box in a box. And inside, you find
Another box!
a cloak of the manta ray.
Cloak of the Manta Ray?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember exactly what it is, but I think it lets you get a swimming speed and also breathe underwater.
Cloak of the manta ray. While wearing this cloak with the hood up, you can breathe underwater. You have a swimming speed of 60 feet. Pulling the hood up or down requires an action. It is not attunement.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm gonna put this on, and I'm just gonna swim out of the ocean, and I'm gonna go get help, okay?
Goombro, you might be able to tell him why that's a bad idea.
You're gonna die if you do that. There's the thing that crashed this whole ship is the what was it, great white eel?
Yes, the
Goombro.
great white eel.
Just great white eels, probably what crashed the ship. Look at it, it looks
Goombro.
like it was torn in half, yeah?
Repeat what you said to the boo.
Don't go out there, you'll get eaten by the great white eel. It eats ghosts too.
Tubba blubba! Not again.
I love the not again.
I was there.
In his belly.
Thankfully not!
Even if you could swim all the way, it's not safe because there's all the sea creatures out there. Besides, what if you get beset on by pirates or something?
I agree with you about the sea creatures, but I'm just gonna say, I think if pirates saw a ghost in the water, they would avoid it. Because generally a ghost in the water means the water is bad.
This water's haunted, so say I, the ghost.
No, that means that Bowser's airship crashed there.
Not all boos work for Bowser. In fact, very few of them do. Comparatively.
He does still have some in his army.
Pretty much just the ones that follow King Boo.
So now we got 2 ways for someone to breathe underwater, do we?
Wait, what's the first way?
Oh, it's this fish jelly I got here. Pull that fish jelly. Got it from the fair.
Oh, okay. I was trying to remember what you were talking about.
I was thinking if there might be stuff under the water like fish jelly, and then Ryan was like, here's a cloak of the manta ray. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, so this is what you guys rolled 100 on.
Ah.
So, when do we get a third thing so this just becomes like Team Water?
Team Tasty Water.
Team boiling water.
I will point out that, because it's been a
Team
while, you are free to trade magic items and whatever else back and forth with main team. But
Yeah.
whenever a session starts, you are kind of locked into what you have equipped.
I've had enough of those guys. I say we take inventory and head back.
At this point, it's pretty much what, unless you had some creative uses for stuff you can see, this is sort of the obvious things that you think you can use.
We'll carry back some of this wood that looks more dry than the other wood.
There's no food or anything besides the moldy stuff.
You can find some salted meat.
Let's go for that, yeah. Any supplies we can use.
What's in this barrel?
I mean, I had a stupidly silly idea.
Go on.
Fishing with an anchor.
Oh, no. I mean, if you want to.
If you allow me to, I will try.
Now, are you just going to try and fish with it now, or are you just going to take the anchor for the moment?
I want to try at least fishing once, and if I don't catch something, I'll take it back. We could probably scrap it for something a bit more useful.
Alright, so... I don't want you to make me think I'm knocking your idea, but I will point something out. So, you throw the anchor into the water to fish with it, and it sinks to the bottom. Because it's an anchor.
Well, take a look. Rope, rope, rope. I know I'm clicking on bulwark, but he has rope.
Okay, here's another question. How big of a fish do you think is going to bite onto the anchor like a fish hook?
Maybe that eel you're talking about.
And how much do you think that and an anchor weighs combined?
A lot, but it'll have the anchor stuck in it now.
I will channel the power of Bowser to catch that fish.
I thought Bowser's a deity.
I'll allow it.
I mean, I feel like Bowser would be strong enough to, like, grant a warlock attacks, maybe. I don't know about... I guess he's a paladin, not a cleric, but...
I don't know, I'm just imagining Bowser, like, sitting on his throne, just like, Kamek? Yes, grant this man powers.
Bowser ain't the deity, or Bowser's a deity only because he's got Mad Kamek to cast the spells he needs. Okay, so this guy needs abjuration, he needs the shield. Ooh, give him command!
Kamek, I want him to have a booming voice.
Why? It's cool.
Alright, but... yeah, for the moment, given you are sort of in the shallows, it's an anchor, it's really kind of just plunking down.
Okay, we can at least take it back to scrap it for actual supplies instead of a fishing rod.
If you wanted to use it as on like the world's most massive fishing rod, you could. You're gonna need some prep though.
I mean, if I give the idea to Harty, he's probably not gonna let me.
This is like a secret project done behind his back.
I mean, look, if you want to bring it and pitch it, you're free to.
You know what? I only need one side of the anchor, so maybe we can cut it in half. Let's do it like that.
Alright, Kel, you now have an anchor. I was hoping something would happen like that.
I mean, this is a man who wants an entire tree.
Yeah.
I knocked down an entire forest with one kick and took an entire freaking tree as a trophy.
This is Courier entire freaking tree, Dan.
It is still one of my favorite achievements I like to just casually drop.
Alright. So you think you have everything you're gonna get at this point, and as you're climbing off the boat, you see your little aqua kibble off in the distance, still following that little slime trail.
I wonder what that thing is up to.
And in fact, the slime trail actually does seem to be going roughly in the direction of the castle as well.
Think we should follow it?
I was about to say the same thing. Let's follow it.
Shouldn't we drop this stuff off back at base first?
Then the trail might go cold.
And just kill on instinct. Pink says, Kibble!
It kind of swivels on the spot.
We have friends we want you to meet that are also one to go that way.
Kind of hops back and forth across the trail a little bit, swivels to the castle, swivels to you.
We'll go there afterwards. We just need to do something first.
It starts hopping along with you.
Okay.
Also, I should note, now that you're up high and you're kind of looking at the beach, this slimy trail is not the only one. It's the only one of its kind, but you do see other trails, some of which look like large drag marks, which you've seen accompanied by crystallarians before, whenever they're, say, taking someone or something that's been crystallized. And interspersed with the slime trail seems to be a set of footprints. Or rather, footprint? It's hard to tell, because there only seems to be one foot, and then something else that's smaller than one.
Ah, so it's not so it's footprints, not feet prints.
Yeah.
We are Season 14 of Parchments and Perils with Session 1 of Big's Fishing Adventure.
Does it look like it might be someone with a peg leg?
Right on the money.
Oh, she's right?
Yep, nailed it.
Wow.
I mean, this is a ship. Plus, my guy's also a sailor.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
You did find the bottle of rum.
Yeah, it's mine. Fuck off.
I bet the captain's this way. Did we follow? Good response, guys.
I mean
we
I
agree.
still think we should drop stuff off, but alright.
I mean, I was still trying to call the kibble to follow us.
It is following
It did
us.
follow you. I'm just letting you know about the other trails from your height vantage point now.
Oh,
Wait a second, there's like 3 trails? There's 3 of us? Rhino, we made this easy. We split the party.
No.
I would say we're gonna take note of this and let let the captain know as we drop the stuff off.
Alright, so you head back to the tunnel entrance then.
Yes,
Alright.
or at least I would wish to.
Alright, group consensus?
Yeah.
Okay. You all head back towards the tunnel entrance. You had been sort of over here, and you are now back. The colonel hails you as you get closer, looking around.
Who wants to answer?
Hey.
Good job, team. We're on the ball.
You do it, Cal.
Hey, we got news! We found a ship!
Oh, I guess he doesn't have anything to say either.
Wish we found less than we found, but we found it.
You guys hear me?
Now we can.
Barely.
Okay, there we go. I think I had an internet hiccup. It said like my connection to Roll20 got interrupted. Okay, I'm going to say testing, and then you guys say 1, 2, 3. Testing.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
All right, good. All right, okay. So you said you found a ship, and he was like, "All right, cool."
It's crashed and broken.
That's not ideal, but maybe we can use it.
We did find some supplies on it.
Great, always helpful to get that, so we don't have to keep sending shopping lists to your other friends.
Got some bandanas.
I mean, good for tourniquets and morale.
Sounds about right. I'm just waiting for this guy to show you what he decided to bring back.
Oh, right. Here, I found a little bit of rope as I handed, like, a foot of rope from the bag. Just pull the rest out.
Oh, okay. At about 50 foot, he goes, "There's more, isn't there?"
Yeah.
Well, nothing wrong with a good bit of rope. Some say that's the best thing for mountain climbing.
We have 500 feet of it. This weighs 100 pounds. It's very heavy.
Ah. Well, I could definitely help you getting over that wall.
For the
Here, I was
record,
going to suggest...
For the record, I'm just assuming it's 500 feet. I did not measure it. I'm not that patient.
Fair enough. Here, I thought you were going to suggest something crazy, like reconstructing the boat into a smaller form, waiting for a big storm and trying to ride a wave over the wall.
I mean, I was going to just swim out into the ocean, but apparently there's a giant eel, so...
Wait, the what?
I don't know. Ask Mr. Sailorman over here.
Signs of a great white eel were what wrecked that ship.
Huh. I thought that was Scuttlebutt.
Maybe it was something big, and that's the story I know is the great white eel.
Wow,
there
there goes-
King Caliente for all I know.
He lives
no,
in
Scott-
he lives in lava.
Out of character, Scuttlebutt is I believe Navy for rumors.
Marines also use it.
That's why I said Navy, but I couldn't remember if Army did it or not. I was just hedging my bets. And while I know Navy and Marines are separate, I do think it's Marines are technically part of the Navy, just like independent.
Tell a Marine that they will
Kick your
not.
ass.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
are,
will-
are they not part of naval
Nope.
operations?
Marines are a completely separate thing.
Okay,
think
sorry,
they're
that's-
only
There's
reserve force
Army, Navy, Marines, and Air Force, I believe.
All right, sorry. I thought
That's at
similar
least
naming
for
convention
U.S.
meant
I'm not sure if others actually call it Marines themselves.
All right,
In
sorry.
Canada,
That was
Canada we just have apologies and syrup, so...
We've got
Okay.
the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and the reserves.
Sorry, I mistook the similar naming convention and meant they technically were part of the same like pie wedge.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fair. Marine does literally mean water in most cases.
I was about to say it looks like while most use it, the origin was from Navy, so it's attributed to Navy for the slang.
Okay. Anyways,
There's your fun fact for today.
yeah,
Yay! War!
Huh. Well, maybe there's something we could do. Definitely try and salvage what we can. I was trying to keep an eye out while I could, and I saw a little more activity north of us. Seemed to be pretty straightforward, though. They didn't really wander. Wondering if there's something going on over there too, but we'll just have to look into that next time we come up. Don't want to overstay our welcome before we can get a good handle on things. Anything else you bring back I should know?
Something for the blacksmith, if he can help me? Then Kel just brings out the anchor.
No, I like to think you were dragging it behind you, so the camera just pans out, and Hartia's like, wow, how did I not see that before?
Huh.
Because you were
Well-
looking that way.
I mean, you got enough rope. You can make the world's biggest grapple.
I was thinking more for the sea, but that's also an idea.
Want to go
Also-
fishing? For what? The giant eel?
That's what I said.
Why not?
Okay, I'm all
If
for
we can pull
what I
it
let
out
you
of
do.
the... I was about to say, if we can pull it out of the water, there's one less problem keeping us stuck on the island. You know, barring all magical transportation stuff.
I mean, that's fair. A little bit of a long shot, if I had to say, but who knows? I don't know how we got here. Long shots may be it.
Yeah, I only need half of it for the fishing hook, so we can... If we could smelt down the other half, we could make your grappling hooks.
Huh.
Or weapons, or armor. It's a shitload of metal.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to argue with that.
Oh yeah, also, speaking of metal, I found this, and I hand up the frying pan.
Oh,
Well, I show him the frying pan, I'm keeping it, but...
I mean, what, you gonna make some food now?
Fire. And...
Whoa. Huh. Well, ain't that nifty? I haven't seen Nifty in a while. I should call him after this. I feel like I got distracted. But anyways, that's a pretty novelty thing you got there.
So Novelty is my cousin.
He writes books.
That delivery.
Toad names write themselves when you least expect it.
Yeah, they really do. But I should tell you about my friend who's a soccer coach, Penalty.
He just got out of prison.
I should tell you about my toad brother that died. Casualty.
He wasn't too worried about it.
He died fighting that new cruelty.
Fighting
Fighting
a new
who?
what?
That new toad villain, I said. Cruelty.
Ah. I'm now just imagining a a toad with a dramatic cape flare like a vampire. It's like ha ha ha. Very Dark Lord Chuckles-esque.
Yeah,
But anyways,
don't forget about the one who plays League of Legends, Salty.
I thought Salty was a pirate.
Well, I mean, he's both. He pirated League of Legends.
Gasp.
I love pirating free-to-play games, says Salty.
That's how you know he's truly evil.
It makes it sound like I did something wrong.
I mean, he has poor decision-making skills. After all, he likes League of Legends.
It's like that.
Alright.
It's like that one SpongeBob episode where they stole a balloon on Free Balloon Day.
And finally, there's the one who's always late to everything, Tar T.
Alright. I'm gonna have to rein it in at this point.
Okay.
Alright. So, as he starts leaning you back down and moving a rod to cover up your tunnel, RT kind of chats with you as you have it down. So wait, you know how to fish eel?
No.
You just throw a thing in there and wait for it to bite it, right?
I mean, do you know what it eats?
I have no idea.
I assume smaller fish.
Does he eat two-headed bookworms? Because I have one of those.
I mean, it seems a little out of focus, but I mean, hey, it could be useful. Better than the Crystallarians getting their hands on it. Alright, with that, you all head back down into the camp and turn in your spoils. And I get to make a note here. I assume you're leaving the trails for another time?
Yeah, we're dropping things off and like resting, probably.
Yeah.
Plus, there's only like 20 minutes left in the session.
Oh wow, that took a while.
I mean, it was a pretty tough combat.
I'm glad these take longer than the Peach and Bowser interludes.
Well, you actually get to do things. Plus, this is only the second one you've done.
Oh, I thought this was at least number 3.
Well, I guess there was like an unofficial one. This is your second, like, post-chapter one.
Yeah.
I think it's like the 4th time we've controlled the characters, but 2 of those were like at the beginning.
Yeah. There was like at the beginning, there was after the main characters kind of got out of where they were, and then there was after each of the bosses.
Alright. With that... What the fuck?
What?
Sorry, I tapped back on the watch here. It said, this room does not exist. I was like, what do you mean?
It's gaslighting you!
Well, technically it doesn't exist for you. You timed out.
I guess. That's strange. Alright. There's a... there it is. As our companions head back down to discuss their next move, the page turns once more. And let me just make sure this map is what I think it is. Okay, it is. And we end up back with our 3 heroes. Although, not quite. As we go into their dreams. It's been a while, but you find yourself in a space similar to that Merlin sent you once. There we go, I was starting to wonder. I thought I had it on repeat. And ahead of you, you see... Sorry, something in my throat there.
Ah, we see cat.
You see some blurry, translucent figures. Similar to the statues you once saw back at the museum. I'm just going to do this for now. To two of you, they don't say anything, simply looking instead like they are watching over you as you sleep restlessly. But for one of you, Mia, there's a bit more as you recall the encounter you had with the Dark Shard and the interference that Night Guy himself played in it after it attacked you. He looks you up and down and nods. Ever the one who spoke the least anyway.
She can
Are
only
you
really...
alright?
I was about to say, she can only really give a smile and a nod of her own.
He nods back. Good to see there was no lasting damage. His voice echoes a bit in his metal mask.
It was a bit, she kind of... I have no idea what to say about this. It was a while back, so I completely forgot a lot of details on what happened.
Yeah, I meant to tell you to go rewatch it, but Night Guy seems very thoughtful as he listens to it. Attacks of the minds were one of his usual tricks. It's not uncommon for him to be able to transmit through the crystals. But it is one thing he said that worries me.
Something that worries you?
When I returned to thwart him, he said we failed once before. That doesn't make sense. We vanquished him. We saw
Were
through
there-
it ourselves that he was rent upon the earth.
Were there others who came before you? Before us?
Not that we know. We originally gained our destiny in a manner similar, but not quite the same as yours. We had our arms and bodies, arms being weapons out of character, blessed in an ancient temple, that we might have the power to defeat him. It would stand to reason those blessings were passed on to you once you took up our arms yourself. We thought he might eventually come back, but this seemed almost planned out. It is concerning.
Do you think he planned to be felled?
He certainly didn't act like it. He fought his hardest, drove us to the edge. Places I barely even remember. But the final blow was decisive. and his form was rent in twain. Yet here he is once more.
Very
wary.
concerning.
Though he may seem simple, he is quite a crafty thing. Do not fall for his twisted words. Steel yourself, and you will be able to weather all that he throws at you. For now, I should let you rest.
She can only really nod before fatigue grabs her again.
The visions fade, and you all start to blearily open your eyes in a dank basement to a worried mask with a long nose. Ah, good. You're finally awake.
We're trying to cross the border, right?
And that is where I think we'll end the session.
I should probably reset Bombshell to having just rest then, huh?
Should we have long rested?
Sorry.
Bless you.
You've been resting for a while, but it wasn't as restful as you think. So so kind of put yourselves back to neutral. Spectre, shush. We're doing an outro.
My immediate thought is, what in the world is a neutral?
You can essentially reset yourselves back to full. It's fine.
Just long rest, basically.
Yeah.
Should we do the same for our other selves as well, since we're gonna rest before we head out?
Yeah. Essentially, we're going. Unless you guys want to do another interlude with the companions, I was going to have us go back to the heroes for the moment.
I'm fine with that. We can go back to them.
All right. Essentially, the companions have a lot of in-between stuff they do off-screen, kind of based on what you guys do. Whereas the heroes, we tend to see most of what they do. What is my voice doing? 1 second.
Your free trial of voice is over. Please pay to continue speaking.
Alright, Rhino gets that sorted out.
Sorry, I didn't realize I didn't unmute myself and I was doing the outro. Damn it.
Rhino.
Sorry, I was saying, Play Guy leaves you with one more thing. As he says, you've been asleep for a few days now.
Days?
And you all kind of had to ponder on that between sessions. So, I hope you all enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to have less of a break between this and the next time, but we'll see what life has in store for us. But you know, it's not dead. We're still going.
Yes.
Yeah. If nothing else, it was a good time for a break at the it was a good, like, a decent time for it to happen since it was right after a boss. So.
Yeah.
The real interlude was the loading time along.
I thought you were gonna say the real interlude was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah. You guys have a few mysteries now, including some you left unsolved, which I didn't expect, but that leaves me more to work with in the future, which is always appreciated.
I mean,
mysteries.
I enjoy all this. I'm quite
And of course,
curious.
you did some things I didn't expect, which I always appreciate.
Did we now?
Look, I didn't expect you to go giant eel fishing from a lore drop.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't expect that one either.
So, any comments or questions from players or chat before we wrap up?
That was good. I like that.
Yay!
That was.
I wanted you guys
Yeah.
to actually get a chance to use your other characters.
Yeah,
Doing this
I'm glad we get to actually do stuff with them.
Yeah, it's very nice to jump from one to another.
Also, it's funny how much simpler your other those characters are, to where it's like, okay, I only have 2 levels of spells and like 3 slots. Options are limited.
Yeah. So we long rest our other characters, right? You said.
Yeah, everybody long rest.
Okay.
And if I remember right, your main characters are level 6.
Yes,
So the companions have not leveled up; they are still level 3.
correct.
Yep.
All right, good.
I have a question, Rhino.
What's the?
Do you have like a thing for that wand of fireworks I have? Like a
Just
yeah,
like what it does? Yeah, I
Yeah.
can look it up after this. Spectre, hush.
But for now,
Yeah.
Did everyone? Be sure before next time though to get your legacy point stuff all settled.
I already did that.
all right. So to end this off, tomorrow, me, Rhino, and Endorb are going to be back as we're going to play Escape Simulator as we're going to go through the Talos Principle and Power Wash Simulator DLCs.
It seem like very different toads.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, you know what some DLCs are, right? Final Fantasy and SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, the only DLC I know of that's upcoming is like a Mayan one, I think. But anyway, and then Friday, we're starting In Stars and Time.
Hype.
And that is going to
I don't know that one.
that's going to end that off. I know nothing about it, so all right. We will see you all later.
Bye.
Bye.